back in the day, J Kidd was the man, boy. Put the team on his back like a Jansport. Ben 10 with the dribble drive handoff, pick and roll, full contact. This is a man sport. County of Kings, really the Kingsborough. You know Crown Heights, so you know that sound right. Brooklyn Bridges, DFS defenders, the Brooklyn Block Party, clacks and double digits. Got the Barclays clicking, the whole block is with it. Left a lot on the table, now we coming to get it. The shook one's gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, 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 B-R-O-O-K, we wildin'. Okay, we wildin'. Okay, we wildin'. Okay, we wildin'. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
That hit. Cam Thomas.
Just give me the ball, I'm fitting the score next. My J is all net, me and David just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Make you watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us in Shamsu, and when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The sturdy or Millie rock like a fan do. That's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
There's Clarkson. Oh my goodness.
Okay, we wildin'. Okay, we wildin'. Okay, we wildin'. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
Yo, this big fab breezy. Yo, they finally got it done. We got Shake Milton. I'm not happy. I wanted Deuce McBride and they gave us Shake Milton. I'm tight. I mean, I seen Shake Milton play good basketball with the 76ers. I seen him play, but I'm a little disappointed. I can't lie. Wasn't who I was looking for in this trade package situation. You know what I mean? I feel like we benefited more off the draft picks than anything. But player for player, nah. Shake Milton doesn't move the needle for the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know if he even starts over Schroeder. Probably a bench player at best. I don't know if he could create his own offense, but I do see him play tough defense, and he can knock down the three. Maybe if Andre 76 could come up here, you know what I mean, if he pulls up, you know, he's a 76er fan, and I'm saying we could kick it with him about what Shake Milton brings to the game. But not excited. I'm not really happy about this trade. Felt like the Knicks got over. And, you know, we're going to have to see how this plays out. I don't know if Shake Milton even stays with the team and stays on the roster. I don't even know if that happens. Maybe he don't even. Somebody said he might get a buyout. You know, he might not even make the team. He might not even. He might not even be on the team. Big Tats out here and said, "Yo, update. This is JTV. So I remember Shea cooked us one game. I sent you the link already, Jay. It's in the group chat with me, you, and P. Big Tats out here and said, yeah, we got Milton, but you know what I'm saying? He don't move the needle for us. Like, I'm not hyped about that. I'm not hyped about that. I don't even know, you know what I mean, how healthy he is. How many games did he play last season? Is he a healthy player? Is he consistent in the roster? I think he got drafted 2017, 2018 season. I sent you the link, Iceman. Shout out to Iceman, Eskimo. But yeah, I'm not enthused. I'm not ecstatic. I'm not, oh yeah, we got over. I don't know how good this is gonna turn out for the Brooklyn Nets. You know, I don't know but we need a point guard, and I'm glad they did get a guard. So I imagine, you know what I'm saying, he definitely stays with the team because we need a point guard. But we got Iceman on the panel with us. Talk to me, Iceman. How you feel about the move happening? You like it, dislike it? Talk to me about it.
I don't like it. You already know. Shake, Shake older. He all right. You know what I mean? But I thought they'd rather get a young player, so I guess they just took whatever just to get the deal done. But the dude Maduka, he's a power forward that came along with the trade too. It was three guys: Shake, Bojan, and Maduka. I think he's like 6'9", but he could shoot the three ball. You know what I mean? He got a little bit of skill or whatever for a young dude. I think he's still young. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
I guess it was all right.
Yo, who that? That's you, P?
Yo,
Yo, what up, P?
what's good, bro?
P, yo, how you feel about the trade happening? And just shout your podcast out before you answer the question. Let us know, about your podcast when it come on. Just give us a quick commercial, and then get into
Oh,
the question.
nah, good looking. So basically, it's the Kitchen Sink podcast. Check it Wednesdays, 9 Eastern, 7 Mountain Time, and we got the YouTube page. It's the Kitchen Sink podcast, and it's got some other letters on it. I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember right now. I got a high over, bro. I woke up with a high over. I love waking up like those, you know.
You said a high over.
Dudes that drink too much, they wake up with a hangover. I woke up with a
Right.
high over, bro.
Because of edibles too, or just the bud?
Yeah, I was eating edibles, smoking a little bit, went to go see a movie late last night. So it was a long night, man. But what trade are we talking about? The Mikal Bridges trade or
Yeah, it's supposed to be finalized on Saturday. We got Shake Milton back, and I think a Diop. I'm not really high on Bates Diop. He's just a filler. I don't even think he makes the rotation for the Brooklyn Nets. But
Yeah, they
we
traded
got
him, bro. They traded him. He went to the Knicks.
who went to the Knicks? Oh, we traded him to the Knicks.
Yeah, we traded him to the Knicks. Yeah.
Okay. All right, yo, again, my fault, Iceman. Can you shout out your podcast too, real quick, before we get it going?
You're on my podcast called The Tip Off, coming to you soon. I ain't start yet, but we're gonna just talk about the game and the players themselves. You know what I mean? Break it down, the gameplay, roles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? During the season, I might start when summer league start.
Oh, that's soon as next
word.
week. That's Friday. That's next Friday, to be exact. The summer league starts on July 12th.
Right.
But yeah, he don't move the needle for me, man. You know what I mean? I don't know if he even makes a rotation. Not necessarily happy about this. It doesn't help us either way. Like, I don't see. You know what I mean? I mean, he could be a good backup point guard. And Schroeder's starting right now, and then I guess Shake Milton coming off the bench. I don't want to go through the same woes that the Knicks went through, and that's not having a adequate or solid point guard for, I don't know, maybe 5-6 seasons. I hope we address our point guard situation sooner than that. I don't think Shake Milton is the answer for us, but maybe I'm being pessimistic. But I don't know, man. You guys optimistic on Shake Milton, or y'all just he's at?
To me,
I mean,
Shake
I think he's gonna wind up getting traded. As the season goes on. I think any veteran players right now that we get via trade or free agency or whatever, look for them come January, February to be traded and us to try to stack more picks. Like I told you, I think as soon as the deal was announced, like Bogdanovich, we're gonna wind up flipping him for another first round pick. So really we getting 6 first round picks out that deal.
Yeah, Bogey, definitely. We missed his prime. Traded him early from the Nets. I wish we would have got him back 5 seasons sooner. You know what I'm saying? He could have definitely been a good addition. But I'll take a first round pick. You know what I'm saying? I'll take a first round pick. Um, Hold on. Keisha said Shake was a money filler to the deal. That's a fact. That's
Yeah, that's
exactly what
all.
he was.
Because they said they had to throw some more money back into the deal, and everybody was hopeful it was going to be Miles McBride, but I knew they wasn't going to give that dude up.
Yeah, that'd have been tough on them, but you know what I mean? That's why they sign and trade Shake and make it work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we could wind up getting, having some solid minutes from him during the season, first half of the season, and then wind up flipping him for a second round pick later on, or package him with somebody else for a first round pick, again, that's a good trade, man. The more draft assets we can stock right now, the better, because we obviously are in full rebuild mode. So, no more band-aids. Let's not try to do a band-aid. Let's try to rip this thing down completely, build it from the ground up, and build around. Like I said, in my opinion, I think we should build around, Cam Thomas and Nick Claxton. But I think the jury is out still in the front office with Cam, because he basically, they got to re-sign him this season. Otherwise, he's going to be a free agent next season. And I think they got until like October 30th or something like that to re-sign him. And it don't really look like they motivated to re-sign him.
Yeah, which is a pity. You know what I mean? I really look at it like with free agents that can score like Cam Thomas, what they asking for is ridiculous. And if we're gonna go young and have all these player development coaches, Cam Thomas makes sense. He's 22 years old. He's been with and let's call it what it is. He's not trying to force a trade. He's not trying to be disgruntled. He sat behind KD, Kyrie, and Harden, do that whole ordeal. Even came off of the bench for Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. He's another draft pick that showed his loyalty to the Nets. I think he should be rewarded with a contract. Even if you look and say, okay, we'll sign him now before October 30th. He didn't do enough to get a max contract, but he did do enough to get a substantial. He should get some bread. He should get some kind of, you know what I'm saying, thank you money. That's how I look at it. I think a good 3-year deal will be solid for Cam Thomas.
Yo, it would be good business right now, because they basically could get him for like 4 years. I think with the way how his rookie extension would be, it would be like 4 years, anywhere between 80 to 95 million, which is just good damn business. So, I mean, if they don't do that deal, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. They just basically looking at the draft to build, which is good, because it's a real good draft coming next year. But like, why not have, a veteran piece or two like Claxton and Cam Thomas to, put some of these young people around that they're going to try to build with. So I don't know. I hope they re-sign them. I really do. If not, like I said, I don't know what that really means for the next couple of years. I think re-signing him and Claxton gives us something to look forward to in 2 years. Whereas not re-signing Cam Thomas, now we on full rebuild, and we probably won't turn the corner till 4 or 5 years. So I think that's a big telltale.
Yeah, and also to add to that, I would like to say I feel it shows that you want to go in the right direction with the future draft picks, because they're watching whether or not Claxton got paid, and he did get paid. Claxton been here. This is his third contract with the Nets. Had the rookie scale, was really nice about negotiating. He could have walked away after that rookie scale contract. He took a short contract to fit the Ben Simmons, the James Harden, KD, and Kyrie. That's why he took the short contract. You know what I mean? So he was doing business with the Nets early in his career. It only makes sense to pay Cam Thomas, because now you're sending a message to the new draft picks like, look, we don't just draft you guys. We draft you guys, player develop you guys, and then pay you guys. It shows the direction of the culture of the Brooklyn Nets as a basketball brand going. I see it's an upside to doing it that way. If you don't pay Cam Thomas, you send in a strong message to the draft picks that you might get. And if you do pay him, you send in another strong message. Just what message are you sending? You know what I'm saying? Are you sending we player develop you and pay you, or when it's time to pay you, we ship you away? This is like you said, this is a telltale sign on whether or not the Brooklyn Nets are going to be respected by draft picks and want to even come here to play. Because they talking about players we got in our backyard, Ace Bailey, and I think Dylan Harper supposed to be playing at Ruckers. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be watching all of this. You know what I mean? Like, so I think they should pay Cam Thomas. I said all that to say that.
Well, they said that they was going to wait till Ben come off the books and they clear up more money to give him a certain type of contract. And they don't want to do it because it interferes with the cap for next year. So if they wait, it would be better for him and the team or anybody else they want to bring to the team, because it doesn't count against the cap that when they pay Cam. Something within those lines or something. It has something to do with the salary cap. That's why they're trying to hold off on paying him.
Yeah, but hopefully, like, you know what I'm saying, that don't come back to bite them in the ass with like him being out there on the open market for anybody, and then a team that's got a better shot of being a contender quicker and want to pay him the same amount of money or something similar, and he don't get enticed by that. Like that's the problem I see possibly running into, you know, going that route.
Yeah, I'm with you. I was just putting your podcast on the banner. Listen, at
Appreciate
the end of the day, Cam Thomas is somebody that's going to do good business for himself. You feel what I'm saying? He's definitely gonna. He said he wanted to get drafted by the Lakers. There's teams out there because of what he did last season. Like when he was behind KD and Kyrie, they said, "Oh, probably a fluke." You know what I mean? They're going to game plan for him, and they're going to be on the. He's going to be on the scouting report. Bro, I heard LeBron came out and say, yeah, we know he do that to everybody. Like it don't matter if he's on the scouting report or not. We can't stop him. Like he basically that's it, what he was going towards, in my opinion. Now I'm saying that to say the same thing didn't happen for Mikal Bridges. He had those 26 games and everybody was like, oh, he's gonna be an all-star next year. That wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know, with Cam Thomas understanding that he's going to have the opportunity to be the man, I think he knows he is playing for a contract. I think he's going off. You know what I'm saying? Because either he's going to want to, the Brooklyn Nets at minimum, they sign and trade him. Ain't no way you want him to just go free agency and walk and get nothing back. Not for Cam Thomas. Right. So I'm saying that to say, I'm reluctant to making that trade. I say sign and keep him. I want him to be on the team. And again, I won't fight Net fans to the end about whether he's the number one option, but he's definitely a piece on a championship team. And that's all that's more what I was getting at, more than saying he has to be the number one option. But when I have the conversation about who is the realistic number one option that would come to the Brooklyn Nets, you know, the fans get shot. Fans get shy with answers about who will be a number one over Cam Thomas. If there was a number one option, realistically come to this team, they say Wemby. Like, bro, Wemby is not coming to this team. No. I mean, that's just not going to happen, bro. Like, come on. So let's talk about it.
I don't know if y'all peeped the domino that happened from that the Bridges trade. But you guys notice, like, right after it happened, I don't know, maybe a day or two, now all of a sudden Donovan Mitchell re-signs with Cleveland.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was all.
I think that was direct effect because I think he wanted to come here and play with Mikal Bridges. I don't think he wanted to get here and basically not have another dude with him, because I don't think he feels. You know, while we talking on Cam Thomas, I don't think he feels like he was going to be that guy to kind of roll with him. I think Donovan Mitchell kind of saw himself being on the team, and Cam Thomas was probably going to have to be a trade chip in that deal to even get him. But I think he saw himself playing alongside Bridges and Cam Johnson. So I think as soon as like that deal happened, he told his agent, "Yo, let's go ahead and get a deal done with Cleveland," because that shit was really like literally like the day or two after they announced it.
Yeah, but I still feel like Utah, Donovan Mitchell, he pretty much was the one guy on the offensive side of the ball, and the two guys was Rudy Gobert. He goes to Cleveland. He got a Garland. I mean, I said Garland. He has a Darius Garland. You know what I'm saying? That could score the ball with him. Not necessarily the front court could score like that, but they could put up some points. But you know, far as roster construction, it seems like it's been catered to Donovan Mitchell for more of his career. I could believe that and also trajectory-wise, if we make the second round or the first round or the play-in, we consider a success as a Brooklyn Nets team next season. But he would look like I'm regressing. You know, I'm not. I went to the second round last season. You feel what I'm saying? I can't get out the second round. You know, he was in the Western Conference, now in the Eastern Conference. You know what I mean? Trajectory-wise, it don't make sense for him to be here. So, you know what I mean? I just look at it for what it is.
He just wanted to come back to New York, man. Honestly, I think he just wanted. I think he wanted to be on the Knicks. They didn't want him. They didn't make a deal for him or whatever. And you know, he went to Cleveland. And I think ever since he went to Cleveland, he's been trying to figure out a way to get to New York because you know he's from upstate. He went to like Bruce High School or whatever. His pops, longtime front office executive for the Mets. So he wanted to come home, and I think he saw his window with Brooklyn. But I think, like I said, when they traded Bridges, he was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna stay here."
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm glad Bridges not on the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never thought he was the piece to build around. He was never that guy for me. Like, I'm the entire time mad that Cam Thomas is not getting the opportunity he deserved. As far as the likes of a Mikal Bridges, hell no, he should never run the offense in front of a Cam Thomas, and he know better, and he should have did better. And the best thing for the Brooklyn Nets is for him not to be on the team. Look what he did to Cam Johnson. I thought they was twins. They like what kind of twin is that? You know, you get there, you get on a podcast and with your Knick fan buddies, and what happened to the twin? I seen all Mikal Bridges there. Maybe that's all he had to do was help Cam Johnson get that contract, because he ain't deserve that contract from the Brooklyn Nets. Like it just, and I'm not get your money. Don't get me twisted, but we shouldn't be paying you because you ain't playing basketball like that. You should be doing this somewhere else.
The market is so messed up right now, like as far as what these players is getting, and like the crazy thing about it is it's gonna get worse next year once the new CBA kicks in and all that new TV money kicks in. You're gonna be seeing worse deals than what you're seeing now. I mean, like. Let's look at Tobias Harris, man. This dude, the Pistons just gave this dude $52 million for 2 years after watching the bullshit he done put up in Philly for the past couple years. Like that's the market right now, man. That Tobias Harris is getting $26 million a year.
Yeah, I say that's what I was saying. This 76er fan came over here, and I cook him because he always tried to get slick. But truth is that say what you want about Embiid. Tobias Harris is the reason why they can't excel, or was the reason. Like, how much you want Embiid to do? The Tobias Harris is supposed to be the X factor in these games. You try to double and triple Embiid, Tobias Harris supposed to make it cost. It was nothing. Like, Tobias Harris was not an X factor. He didn't show up. He part of the reason why that process didn't work, and he's part of the reason why, yeah, like I said, they didn't get further in the playoffs. So. I mean, that's their business. I mean, I don't care. You know what I mean?
So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, to the point with Cam Johnson, if you think about it, he got, 24 million a year, something like that. So that's just kind of the going rate right now for a forward who could hit a couple of threes. Like, dude going to get 20-something million a year.
Bro, what I'm saying is, when you talk about player development, realistically, you got Cam Johnson. He in his latter 20s. Bro, let's respectfully call it what it is. He shouldn't be on this team. Him, DFS, I like DSJ. I ain't gonna hold you, but no, him, DFS, they shouldn't be on the team. Well, I'm tripping, no, Iceman.
Because they should have been on the team, but the way they was used on the team make it look like they some, you know what I'm saying, trash players. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say it like that because if they was used correctly, then they wouldn't look like the way they did playing last season. You know what I mean? So when you say they shouldn't be on the team, it's like not like they're not good enough to be on the team. Nah, they some good hoopers. They just used the wrong way. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but they was playing the 4, so that was bad. If they come back and they playing the 3, Cam Johnson and DFS at the 3, I guess it could work. But after last season, as a fan, it's just, you know, I'm just not enthused to see it. You know what I mean? And I won't harp on all of the negative sides of how they played ball last year. But what I will say is I want to see Jalen Wilson get some of those small forward minutes. I want to see Dariq Whitehead get some of those small forward minutes. I think where they at in their career, they probably want to get close to a contending team. Respectfully, if Cam Johnson and DFS is, in my opinion, was best for them, is them try to get on a contending team, not a player development team like the Brooklyn Nets. That's just how I feel. You in the way of Dariq Whitehead and Jalen Wilson. You know, we really want them to play. We really want them to get the minutes because the assistant coaches that we got is focused on that. You know, we got Jawan Howard. You know what I'm saying? We got Steve Hetzel from the Portland Trailblazers because Trendon Watford, you feel what I mean, went to the Trailblazers after he got drafted. That's who drafted him. and then he came over first, and then we got you know what I'm saying, Steve Hessel. I'll imagine that's part of the reason, which leads me to another question. They starting early, which leads me to another question. Like, when are we gonna sign Trendon Walker? Like, when are we
Whenever
gonna
Trendon Walker want to get signed, he don't want.
No, I think they gave him a deal.
They offered a deal, but he hasn't took the deal. He hasn't signed a contract, so he's still looking around and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I mean,
But
you
no,
can't be mad at that.
I think Cam Johnson is gone once they eligible to trade him, because remember he signed that new deal, and with them new deals, like, you can't be traded within like the first year or first some odd many days after the deal is done. So I think he's eligible to be traded after October 31st. So, I don't see him sticking around throughout the entire season. I think he's going by the trade deadline to some contender who needs a dude that, could play a little bit of defense and shoot some corner threes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dren, shout to P. Subscribe to P. It's at the kitchen sink. He talking basketball and some more shit. Dren23 said Knicks ain't a big threat like that now. Lost Hartenstein, Alex Burks, and they need another center. If we took McBride, they were basically done. Yeah, they wouldn't have had no depth. Not that Tibbs go to the bench a lot, but still, you need that. You need that. So yeah, I mean, they held on to McBride. We wanted McBride, so I guess, you know what I'm saying, we had to get Shake Milton, but I ain't tripping on that. But let me ask you this though, P. Do you watch college basketball?
Yeah.
Okay, so and I know these guys didn't play in college, but you hear about Ace Bailey, Ron Harper's son, Dylan Harper. You hear about these guys?
Yeah. I follow high school basketball too. Like this draft is going to be strong, man. Like, whoever winds up with like the top 3 picks in this draft, you can't go wrong, because the top 3 picks in this draft could have been the number 1 pick in this draft, like any of those dudes. So, if we can come out with, a top 3 pick, we're not going to go wrong with any of those dudes, man. Because, like, I watched a couple of Cooper Flagg's games, and that dude, he reminds me of like a more athletic Kevin Love, man. And I don't know if y'all remember when Kevin Love first came in the league, that dude was averaging 26 and 13, man.
Okay. Let me ask you this though, P. Fits, because this the debate. Debate is fit or best player. And quote unquote, who is the best player out of the top 3? Is it Ron? Is it Dylan Harper? Is it Ace Bailey? Is it Cooper Flagg? It VJ Edgecombe? Who's the best player?
I think we'll be able to see a little bit more with all of them playing at a higher level this year. Whether that be in college or whether that be in the G League, Ignite team or whatever. But we'll be able to see, because like right now it's like 1A, 1B, 1C pretty much. So I think seeing them play at a higher level, we'll be able to get a better read on who is deserving for that number 1 pick. And I always think number 1 pick, unless it's a situation like with Orlando back in the day, when they traded the number 1 pick to get Penny Hardaway and put him with Shaq. I always think you go, best talent if you got the number 1 overall pick, unless it's a situation like them where you got the number 1 overall pick 2 years in a row, and it's both big dudes who is the number 1 pick or the number 1 prospect. Like, I always think you go talent over need, and especially in a rebuild, like, you need everything. So it's not like you saying, oh, we 1 piece away or 2 pieces away. No, you a million pieces away. So you gotta go with best talent.
I mean, I'm thinking Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper more than I am Cooper Flagg. But the truth is
Cooper Flagg, bro.
No. But hold on. Let me say this last part.
I'm telling you, man, a lot of people, and I'm throwing this out there, full disclosure, a lot of people want to bash the white boy because he a white boy. Yo, he can ball.
I'm not bashing him.
He embarrassed both of them. I'm
not bashing him. I'm not bashing him. I didn't see him play. But
that's what I'm saying. So don't make a you think that Harper and Bailey is better, bro. Like, you gotta watch the boy play, man.
No, I'm not. Again, let me finish what I was saying so you could get the context of where I was going with it. More so, what I'm saying is, far as fits, because I'm a firm believer in fits. So I disagree with the start of the talking point. I think because Jordy Fernandez is going to be a second year head coach, quote unquote, they say that the point guard is an extension of the head coach. So I personally want to see us go after a point guard, but so happens it's Dylan Harper, and I'm not saying Dylan Harper is better than Cooper Flag, but again, like, I'm not harping on any of these. I'm as in it has to be that it's July. We talking basketball, but then you seen success with the Nets, with Kenny and Martin, with Coleman. So Fours always helped the Nets win, and that's what I'm hearing about Cooper Flag. But then I seen the Ace Bailey highlights, and I'm like, yo, boy, jumping out the gym, and he looked like a pure athlete, and he loved basketball. Like, when I'm watching, the highlights I seen, he looked like he enjoyed the game. He not at work. He enjoyed playing basketball. So I'm not sure on which player is even going to go first. These are they projected without them playing basketball next season yet in college. So yeah, they might be projected, but look how some dude was Sar. I think he was supposed to go first, and then some other dude that went first. That was a small forward that went to Atlanta. So I don't know who's going to go first, second, third. Just because they project Cooper Flag at first doesn't mean he'll go first. Not to say he not, because again, I didn't see much of his game. I seen him on a defense. The highlights I seen was defensive highlights, and he was playing phenomenal defense. You know what I'm saying? Great defense.
Both sides of the basketball, man. If I got the number one pick next year, unless I'm like, let's say if San Antonio winds up with the number one pick next year, then I'm probably not taking Cooper Flag because I already got Wemby. So now maybe I am looking at, one of the two other dudes because of need and fit. But if I'm any other team that's going to be towards the bottom of the league next year, and I got the opportunity to get Cooper Flag, man, there's no way in hell I'm passing that opportunity.
All right. That's what I'm saying. Okay. You know what I mean? Because my thing is, I don't want us to get a two guard. And respectfully, y'all know why. Cam Thomas. And Dylan Harper. Hold on. Dylan Harper is a 1. Ace Bailey is a 3. Cooper Flag is a 3 or 4. Get any one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it, because I know Cam Thomas could be complimentary to that player, because I've seen him with KD and Kyrie and Ed Sumner and Ben Simmons. Like, I've seen him complimentary next to everybody he's played next to. So I'm excited to see it because then we're not, out of those 3 players that are top 3, none of them are 2 guards. Am I right about that? Yeah. Even though they could be a 2 guard, their natural position is not a 2 guard, right?
Yeah, they too tall for that shit, but they could play there. But yeah, they too tall. They like 6'9", 6'10".
It all works for me. It all works for me, man. They're not 2 guard. They wouldn't cut into what Cam Thomas do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I care about. Facts. If these dudes was all 2 guards, I'd be like, nah, man, we need a power forward. That's a fact.
I'll tell you this: if we end up at 5 instead of 3, and that dude VJ Edgecombe is there, Cam Thomas, I don't know, bro. They're gonna take VJ, and he is a monster at the 2 guard. And when you talk about somebody that plays on ball, off, he has the basketball IQ on defense to play on ball, off ball. He do it all, bro. He's a do it all. Out of all of them, he is the one that does it all. You know what I mean? Like, he play the passing lanes. He do all that, bro. He don't slack.
Yeah, but hold on. But to your point, by that season, he'll be adjusting to 1 or 2. I think he'll be able to play both. Honestly, you give Cam Thomas 82 games this season. By that next season, if they was to draft him, he will be able to be complimentary to him too. That's a fact. Word. Again, man, I say a lot of the stuff I say about Cam Thomas because of his work ethic. It's off what he do to stay in shape. And I get a lot of this from Gilbert Arenas. I was on FYF Sports Debates, and he had Gilbert Arenas on there, so I jumped on the panel. I was kicking it with Gilbert Arenas, so I was like, yo, I don't like how Cam Thomas not getting no minutes, and he was like, yo, it might be personal between him and the coach, but he got into a spill about seeing Cam Thomas' work ethic. Even though he not getting minutes, he still, his work ethic is like he getting minutes. He NBA ready, he ready right now. Even though he not getting minutes, he's ready right now. And he was saying that Jock Vaughn may be holding something against him also back then. And then you see Cam Thomas with the ain't shit funny. You feel what I'm saying? Shirts come out. He come out with those. And I'm only saying that, again, this is an NBA player knowing how things work between coaches and players. You know what I mean? So, again, when y'all hear me saying this, it's coming from somewhere. You know, but a lot of it is from the convo I had with Gilbert Arenas, bro, about Cam Thomas. Said it, he said his work ethic is impeccable.
Yeah, I know about Cam Thomas' work ethic, but what like the conversation y'all had yesterday, when it comes down to what people see him as and his work ethic, that's like two different things. You know what I mean? Because I do think I'm on your side of, I think he can become an all-star, but I'm also on the side of everybody else, because there's two sides to that. He can also be like a six man. You know what I mean? It depends on his opportunity, what they give him a chance, and what he does with the opportunity that he gets. You know what I mean? Can he elevate to that type of player? Possibly, but can he also just stay like as a bucket? Possibly. You know what I mean? Like,
listen, you know when you think about all the six men in the league, he outscoring them by far. Name a six man that's outscoring him on that game-to-game basis, bro. Malik Monk, that's the closest. That's probably the best you got.
Nah, you talking about like Big Pre say, like fucking Jamal Crawford and Lemon Pepper Lou.
No, I'm not talking about players that's not in the league. I'm talking about players that's in the league. Out of all of the six men that was going in the league for 30 teams, bro, he is better than them at scoring. If you need your six man to come in the game and score the ball, if that's what you need him to do, contrasted to all the other players that are six men, he's better than them. He's a starter in this league. And again, that's what I'm saying. I said Malik Monk. Well, what else y'all got? Y'all can't just be running with these narratives because another vlogger said it. Because I asked that vlogger to come to center stage.
Honestly, though, until he improves his all-around game, you know my feeling. I think he's best suited as a six man, because if we only need you to come in the game and score 20, 25 points, you better off coming off the bench than you are being a defensive liability.
That, I mean, it's fair to say that at the beginning of the season, but if you watch this game last season, you see the improvement.
He got better, but he's still a ways to go.
Right.
If he want to be that player, you know what I'm saying? If he want to be a perennial all-star player, you're not going to do that just by scoring 25 points a game.
Facts. Right?
Yeah, but Jordi Fernandez supposedly being a defensive-minded coach, you know, maybe he fits in the system, you know. I heard Jalen Brunson say, yo, I'm personally not a good individual defender, but I'm a good team defender. And it's proven with him being one of the leaders in catching charges last season. Right, so I'm saying that to say that maybe that's some of what Cam Thomas can be, a great team defender. Maybe you know what I mean? Does he have to be this dominant one-on-one defender for him to go to the next level? I think that's unfair.
Nah, but that's what we're saying. Until he gets there, that's what people see him as is right now. You know what I mean? Like everybody's watching. He's just the bucket.
So can we say that that's his ceiling? That me personally, if he becomes a great team defender and a good one-on-one defender, I'm happy with that, bro. I'm ecstatic that he could do that. You know what I mean? I don't think he needs to become a great one-on-one defender. I just don't. I think he could be a good one-on-one defender.
He don't got to be a great defender at all. But what you got to do is you got to be a serviceable defender. You can't be a cone out there.
Yeah, hold on. P. Hood said the cap is crazy. Cam improved his whole stat sheet. Yo, he became a better playmaker. His assists went up. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
he definitely did. And see, and this is why I hate getting into debates about Cam Thomas with Cam Thomas lovers, man. This is exactly why.
Pause. Just
And I'm
call
gonna
me a
put it just
fan,
like
man. Just
this.
call me a
Like,
fan,
yo,
man. I
just
don't. I
because the
don't.
man, nah, but wait, just because the man made improvements don't mean he's there yet.
Right,
Like,
right.
No, I'm not saying he did it.
I can fix if my car got a broke engine, a broke transmission, and bad brakes, and all I do is fix the brakes. Do that mean my car is running to its highest ability? No. It just means that I just fixed the fucking brakes.
No,
Right.
absolutely, absolutely. I'm not saying that Cam Thomas is at his peak. I'm not saying that. I am saying I'm glad he's still on the roster because we're going through player development. And in his first 2 years, they wasn't focused on player development. They was trying to win a chip. So that's probably why he ain't getting no burn neither for real. Even though I felt like he was ready to contend with KD and Kyrie, but we won't go there.
Like
Now going
I think they should definitely keep him. Like I'm not saying they need to get rid of him. The only thing that I will do, I will play devil's advocate with this, and I will say this. Keeping him means we got to get a tall point guard because Cam Thomas cannot guard 6'7", 6'8", twos and threes, man. Like he just can't. There is no way. The dude's like 6'1", 6'2". So if you do keep a small shooting guard, and this goes with any team, if you keep a small shooting guard, you got to have a big point guard because there's just no way that you're gonna have two dudes, and this is a problem that Cleveland deals with all the time. If you watch them with having Garland and Mitchell, two guards, 6'2", 6'3", and shorter, there's always a mismatch. There's always going to be a mismatch on the other end unless you play in a team that has two small guards. So I hope they realize that if they do decide to keep that, we need a point guard that's 6'5", 6'6".
That's what you got Milton for, though.
No, but that's just this is a band-aid. Milton's a band-aid. He's not
But
somebody that you
we
look
thinking
at.
hold
about
on.
next
Yeah,
year,
hold on.
though.
Let's hit a Milton talking point though. Go ahead, feel so greasy.
If you talking about next year having a big guard, Milton is that size. He can.
Well, hold on. How tall is Milton? How big? How
About
tall?
next year.
He
How tall is Milton? How tall is he?
6'5", probably. I think about there.
Okay,
He's
he
not a
known
little
for the
guard.
defensive side of the ball.
He could shoot the three. He could shoot the midi, and he got a handle. And he actually fits right in next to Cam, though.
But he ain't a starting point guard in the NBA, man.
Bro, he was holding it down for Philly
He's not
because
a
they ain't
starting
have
point
no
guard.
point guard.
If that's our starting point guard, we not going far at all.
They not trying to go
Shooter the
far
starting
next year,
point
bro.
guard.
They're not trying to go far next year.
No, but my point, all I'm saying, I know Shooter is the point guard for next year. All I'm saying is, and I'm not just talking about for next year, I'm saying in general, if we decide to give Cam Thomas a long-term extension, we better be looking at a tall point guard.
You don't actually need a super tall point guard, bro.
So basically what you're saying is when we got twos like Paul George, Cam Thomas guarding him, he just shooting over the top of his head because he got a 7-inch height advantage over him.
Cam Thomas actually guarded them guys, and other guys was getting cooked on the whole team, bro. This is the thing when people talk about Cam Thomas' game, bro. The whole Nets was getting cooked on defenses last year.
Absolutely.
The whole Nets was getting, except Dennis Smith Jr. and Claxton, they was like our big defensive anchors. Now, Cam Thomas went from not being able, like, I was one of the people that was off the Cam Thomas ship. I was like, because the Nets was talking about making a trade for Tyler Hero, and I was like, yo, for the direction that they going in, I would take Tyler Hero because it was like a run and gun offense, and you just need Tyler Hero to run down off a screen, type fast scoring. But when you thinking about the future, and now I always said it. I said, if you want a future, you have to go with Cam Thomas and Claxton. If you go get the right point guard, which don't gotta be he don't gotta be. You rarely get 6'5", 6'7", 6'8" point guards in the league. You only got James Harden. You got LeBron James. You don't got really big point guards in the league, bro. Like I don't understand why.
There's a lot of big point guards in the league. Like
who?
So hold on, let me ask you this
a big
question.
point guard. Dante Murray's a big point guard.
bro.
Cade Cunningham is a big point guard.
P,
There's a
let me ask.
couple. There's a couple
Cade is
more.
not. Cade Cunningham
My point is
is
though,
not a
you
point guard.
can't have a 6'1" guard with a 6'1" point guard. They don't
Cade,
work.
with you.
Cade's not a point
Name
guard.
me a
He's a
team.
shooting
Name me a
guard.
team besides the bad boy Pistons that type of model worked for.
Steph Curry.
Klay Thompson is 6'7".
Yeah, he's 6'7".
You just said the point guard, bro. At the
No,
two.
listen to
but
what
one of them gotta be
listen to me.
big.
I'm
One
talking
of them
about
gotta.
two
You know what I
midget.
mean?
I'm talking about two midget guards. I'm talking about two.
Right.
If you got a
You need one of
6'1"
them to
two
be
guard,
big.
How tall is
if you
Cam
got a
Thomas, bro?
6'1".
He's like 6'2", 6. He's not 6'1".
Nah,
Okay,
Cam
6'1",
Thomas. Cam
6'2".
Thomas
We
6'3".
come on, it's
Cam Thomas
semantics right now,
6'3".
man. My
He's
point is,
6'3", right?
if you're
He
gonna
not.
have
He
a
not.
shooting guard,
Cam
if you want
Thomas is not that little,
the
bro.
average height of an NBA shooting guard is 6'5". If you're gonna have a below average height shooting guard, you have to have an above average height point guard. Otherwise, the shit don't
Alright,
work in the
fact.
NBA.
Look at the Cavs.
hold on.
Look at the
Hold
Cavs.
on.
Look at Donovan
This
Mitchell.
is what I'm saying. This shit don't work.
It don't work.
It
It don't
does
work.
work if you in the
Nah, it
playoffs,
don't work.
bro.
Nah, yo, I gotta get. Hold on. I gotta say, I agree with P on this. Both of y'all named P, but the Nets logo, that's actually so greasy. So we'll call them that for today, and that's P on the right side. Both of them got podcasts coming. So greasy. Your podcast, you working on your podcast? Is coming soon.
Yeah, it's coming soon, bro.
Okay. All right. Hold on, P. Let me get back to P real quick. All right. So I heard you say Band-Aid. If we was to get Dylan Harper, would he fix that instead of it being a Band-Aid?
Well, how tall is he? He about 6'5", right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? That would be perfect. Now, if you matching up that dude with Cam Thomas, that's perfect because now you can have Cam Thomas guard the ones, and you can have Harper guard the twos.
You talking about the rookie?
Yeah,
Now we gonna put our.
yeah, he'll be a
So
rookie
you
next
saying
year.
you want to win, right? But you putting your faith in a rookie.
No. Hold on. That's not my talking point. So
what
greasy.
you
So
talking
greasy.
about winning? There ain't gonna be no winning.
Hold on.
That
So
was the
greasy.
main. That was the main thing of if you want to win, you got to put a big guard next to Cam Thomas.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
What we were
But
just talking about.
you still gotta trust the process and build a team, man. Like how many
Right.
times we gonna keep trying to do a fucking instant brownie mix and throw all this shit into the box and
Bro,
stir it and hope that we get a
6'5"
winning team, man.
6'5" point guards, they don't come like that big. Pause. They don't. That's rare in the league. If you look at,
But what I'm
if you look
saying
at-
is, if
if
you
you look at the
decide to
top
go
guards, you
with an
got Chris Paul.
undersized two guard, if that's your decision, if that's the move
Yeah.
that your team decides to make, you better double down and you better get a big point guard.
Cam is not
Otherwise, your
undersized
backcourt
too,
is going to get fried. Like,
Cam-
look at
That's
Donovan
true.
Mitchell. We're going to use him again as a perfect example. The shit don't work in Cleveland. The shit didn't work in Utah. The shit just won't work because you got a 6'2" shooting guard with no big point guard. Like I
Right.
said, name me a successful team other than the bad boy Pistons. And we talking 1990, 1991. We talking 33 years ago. Name
Before
me another
mustache.
successful
Before
team
my
that
mustache.
got two midget that got two midget guards.
That's not
They
midget
just ain't
though.
around.
That's not midget though. Cam Thomas
Yo,
Thomas
a
at the
6'1"
two.
shooting guard is a
Cam
midget,
Thomas
bro.
at the
Are you
two, right?
serious? A
Cam
6'1"
Thomas-
shooting guard is a midget.
Cam Thomas is not as tall as most twos, but he's bigger than a lot of twos, bro.
I give you
Nah,
that.
all right. So hold on. What I will say is, again, I agree with the talking point of we need a big guard next to a small guard. I'm gonna just say I agree with that. I'm not going to go on a long soliloquy about it, but yeah. And again, I do think that far as and that's for defensive purposes. You know, you gotta realize.
Great defensive purposes.
Let me
but
ask you
it
this:
got
Is
nothing to do with
DiVincenzo?
offense.
How big is DiVincenzo?
Probably about 6'3", 6'4".
All right. How big is Jalen Brunson?
Probably about 6'1", 6 feet.
This is what I'm saying. Around the league, how big is Fox?
De'Aaron
He
Fox.
tall. He like 6'5", 6'4".
He's like
Yeah, about
6'3".
6'4",
He's like
6'5".
him and Cam Thomas is damn near the same height, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
exactly. And he
who's
plays
at
a
the two?
point guard.
Who's at they
you
two, though?
arguing my point right now.
I'm just going
you
at the
talking
twos.
about point
No,
guards.
I'm
Cam
going from
Thomas
point.
is the
No,
size
we're not
of a
only
point
talking about
guard,
the
man.
point, bro. We was talking about the point and the two. In the league right now, you got motherfucking you got a lot of twos that's not even that bigger than they point
You
guard, bro.
naming point guards though, bro. You
No,
not
I'm
naming
not, bro.
two.
I'm
Yo,
naming the.
De'Aaron
Hold
Fox
up.
is not a fucking two, man.
I just
He's not a
named
Hold up.
two.
Jalen Brunson, Dean Vincenzo, Fox, Kevin
Jake-
Herter. You got. We could keep going, bro. You could go.
Hold
Kevin
on,
Herter six.
hold
Kevin
on.
Herter 6'5".
Yeah, Kevin Hurt tall as hell. Hold on.
Like
We
you're
got.
not making a point right here, bro.
Hold on, y'all. We got a question from a female. You know what I mean? Most of our demographic is guys. So anytime a female asks a question, I just try and get to it. She said, "Question: How was Bates Diop? He didn't really get no run with us. I heard he had good defense. He's supposed to be able to knock down a three. He's more of a myth than actually me seeing him play basketball. I know that doesn't answer your question much, but I tried, Keisha. I really did try just now.
Let me answer that, right? Bates Diop is a player that if you give him like a give and go, a give and cut, or he gets pretty decent offensive rebounds, he's not a good 3-point shooter. I think he only shot like 31% when he was on Phoenix, but he does little things. You know what I mean? He can make a little bounce pass here, cut there. You know, he scores like that. He's not somebody that's going to really break you down off the dribble and hit a midi like that. That's not his type of game. You know what I mean? He's more of a cutter, slasher type player.
Okay, I appreciate that. P and so Greasy, y'all can get back to it. I just wanted to answer that question. I was listening to your content. Go ahead, y'all.
So let's go to your point about Brunson and DiVincenzo real quick.
All right.
Oh, you think the Knicks made an upgrade at the 2 guard position? You know they put in Mikal in at the 2, right?
Now.
Yeah, but this is my point. You can't have 2 small guards. You only gonna go so
Hold on,
far.
one mic.
You
Go,
only gonna go so far. You only gonna go so far.
I'm gonna let him talk. I'm gonna let him talk.
Yeah. Everybody get like 2 minutes. Get your shit off in 2 minutes, and then we could get to the
All I'm saying
bottom.
is, you could win. You could go to the playoffs, but you only gonna go so far. Because again, I'm gonna ask you, and I'm waiting for this answer. Name me another team since the Bad Boy Pistons that had 2 small guards that won. I'm waiting for that answer.
What you consider small? 6'4", 6'5" ain't small.
No, what I'm talking about is this. The average height for a shooting guard is 6'5". So I'm talking, if you got, perfect example, the Philadelphia 76ers, you got AI at barely 6 feet and Eric Snow at 6'3". Did they win it all? No, because it's impossible to win it all if you got a small 2 guard and a regular size point guard. You gotta have a tall point guard if you make the decision to go with a small shooting guard. So again, I'm gonna ask you again. Humor me. Answer the question.
You going off one team talking about championship.
I'm not going off one team. I can name you a bunch of teams with small guards that don't win. I can name you a lot.
Let me say something real quick in between y'all, because I know what points he's getting at, I know what points so Greasy getting at, right? Your heart is not to have a point guard and a shooting guard that's the same size. So Greasy's point, there aren't too many guards that come in, point guards that come in that's real big. So you know what I mean? You try to make your shooting guard bigger, but at the same time, for the way that Cam scores, you know what I'm saying? It makes it kind of difficult to do that, but you don't usually want to have guys the same size, and that usually doesn't work. But at the same time, a lot of point guards don't come at that height. So sometimes you end up having guys around the same size at the point in the small forward. You know what I mean?
And I understand that, but to say that you need somebody that big when you got Shake Milton, he's that big, but you saying, oh, he's not elite enough, but you'll put a trust in a rookie. No, like you're not gonna win. That's not a win move.
So Shake Milton is a win move?
Bro, listen, I'm not saying he's the best.
I'm not saying he's a bad player at all.
I'm not
saying
he's
not a win move.
I'm not saying
there's no team in the NBA saying, yo, we won Shake Milton away from winning a championship. Ain't no team.
Who said that? Who said that's what they got him for? You want somebody that can play defense, hit the midi in the shot? Shake Milton can do that. He can guard bigger point guards.
But see, that's the thing though, is what I'm saying is if you're gonna run with a small shooting guard.
It
You
ain't like
don't
we got
need your
Rob
big. You
Dillingham
don't
out
need
there.
your big. You don't need your big point guard to guard the point guard. You need your big point guard to guard the two, because
What?
how is your mouse of a two guard gonna guard 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" Paul George type dudes?
Paul George is at the 3 most of the time, bro.
Nah, Paul George played a two.
Bro,
Was you not
Nah, y'all
watching
both
LA
right.
Clipper
Y'all
games
both
when
right. He played both
Kawhi was
positions,
playing the
bro.
three? Kawhi was playing the three and Paul George was playing the two when they actually was
Yeah,
both
that's
in the
it.
lineup together.
So at the same time y'all saying that, that's why you gotta have a wing that can move from like the 4 to the 2 or the 3 to the 2 to adjust your line to adjust your
And
lineup
then
when you have
that's another
situations
thing. So
like that.
now if you running with two small guards, now you gotta have a versatile, not only 3 and 4, which is now gonna make your paint interior defense weak and only relying on the 5 because you don't got the 4 that could really help that 5 out. So when you
Schroeder
go
is a
with a
small
small
guard,
back,
right?
when you go with a small backcourt, you put your team at a disadvantage in so many different ways.
Is Schroeder a small point guard?
Yeah, he like 6'1", 6'2".
All right. Is Milton bigger than him?
Yeah, I think Milton's like 6'4".
He's bigger than that, bro. He's probably like 6'5", 6'6".
Who's 6'6"?
Shake Milton. I said probably like 6'5".
Hold on, man. Hold on.
Yeah, he's 6'5", bro.
6'5"?
Yeah, he's 6'5", bro.
All right, that's tough.
But I bet you he
That's
won't
tough.
be on the roster after next season.
He's still young. He only 27, bro.
Yeah, but there's a reason that he been bounced around the league.
You got, bro. You got. He
Oh
been
yeah,
bounced
let's
around
get a
the
full
league because you
assessment
got
from Pete.
caliber of guards. You got different calibers. You got people that's there for scoring, and then with a name like James Harden coming in, they're gonna push you to the side, bro. And still, when he was getting injured, Milton was holding their offense down, bro.
So let's get to the
Right?
pros and
Yeah,
cons of
I'm
Shake
not. I'm
Milton.
not
Hold on,
saying
hold
he's
on.
a bad player at all, but he's
Yeah.
not a starting. He's not a starting point guard on a good team. He's just not.
All right. So let's get into the pros and cons. Let's hear So Greasy talk about the pros of Shake Milton being on the Nets, and the P definitely gonna get into the
I'm
cons of
just
it.
saying, if you need somebody to guard bigger guards as a point guard, and you got a 6'5" point guard, and your shooting guard is 6'3", basically with Cam Thomas, that's the height, that's the differential you talking about right there. And you could switch up. You could put Cam on the point, or you could put Milton on the point, or you could put you could switch Milton on the 2 and the 3. He's not ass, bro.
Nah, I'm not saying he is at all. But what I'm saying is, with him as your starting point guard, there's no way that you're serious about winning. Because if that was the case, why is he bounced around in so many teams already?
Bro, you got niggas like Lou Williams that bounced around the whole league and he was winning. Like, I don't understand that. He was just in the playoffs with both teams he came from.
Was he actually a part of that winning though? No.
Bro, Milton was a
Like,
part of the winning in Philly, bro. That's cap to say, bro.
come on, man. What did he average?
Yo.
6 points? That's not a starting point guard on a winning team, man. It's not. 6 points is not a starting point guard on a winning team.
As a starter, what did he
Not
start?
unless he averaging 16 assists and 3 steals. Like, the dude is a band-aid. He there for
He
the
only
next.
started 23 games, bro. You got 80-something games, bro.
There's a reason he only started 20-something games.
Bro,
That's my point.
the Maxey is a whole different beast, bro. I'm not looking at it. You're not bringing Milton in as one of your main scorers, bro. I'm talking about far as somebody
Yeah,
that's
you're not even bringing him in as a starter. That's my point.
what else point guards is out there?
They're going to run with Schroeder next year at point guard.
He's gone, bro.
Don't he still got 1 year left on his deal?
He's an expiring contract. They was already talking about how him,
Ben,
DSF, and Cam Johnson could be on their way out the door before the season even starts, bro.
Yeah, that would be smart to get rid of all of them except for Ben Simmons, because they ain't gonna get no return for Ben Simmons. So you might as well just keep him and wait till that $42 million come off the books.
I just think it's a good setup for a fast rebuild, not a long
Nah, but
wait.
see, that's the problem though. If we going with a fast rebuild, we gonna get the same bullshit results.
How you think the Thunder did it, bro? They traded for Alexander. They didn't even draft Shea Alexander. And then
Paul George
they,
deal.
You said what?
They got him in the Paul George deal.
This is what I'm talking about.
But that wasn't a quick rebuild though, because if you think about it, how many years ago they got that dude? That was what, 4 years ago now?
The Thunder, that's a quick rebuild, bro. That's a
nah,
quick
hell
rebuild.
No, that's not.
You're not waiting
rebuild.
10 years. It's teams that waited 10 to 12 years just to get to where they at now, bro.
So hold on, what's a quick rebuild? Let's define quick rebuild. How quick is it? How many seasons is inside of the quick?
All right. I feel as though if you could go out, we got what, about 16 draft picks, bro. If you could go out and next year draft, what, we got like 4 or 5 in next year draft, right? You pick, if you in that top 10, if you could get 2 solid players and a possible star, and another solid player, bro, you could go trade the rest of your draft picks for a good player, bro.
Okay, so when you say quick, you saying 2-3 seasons?
You get what I'm saying? Like 2-3 seasons. Next year, I know it's gonna be a bum ass season because they're gonna probably try to tank for a good pick. With all those picks, you're gonna be in damn near top 20, top 15. You're gonna have damn near all the picks, bro. You get either Cooper. You could possibly get Cooper and the other dude that y'all was just talking about.
So for right now, it's safe to say that Cooper Flag is the guy we should go for over Dylan Harper or Ace Bailey.
Hey yo, they saying Cooper Flag is the the most, like, since Zion, he's one of the most viewed people coming out of college and all that shit, prospects. So I don't know, like, I just see his highlights.
I would say Ace because
you fuck with Ace.
Yeah, I looked at everything. I'll be doing my research too because I'll be having to look up these players. But it says that Ace Bailey still has the highest upside than anybody else in the draft. You know what I mean? Like, he could possibly. It depends, like they said earlier, what they do next year in college. But they still said, like, the way that he plays, he has the highest upside. Don't even matter if he went 1 or 2. He still has the most upside of anybody in this draft coming up.
And niggas need to stop sleeping on Dariq Whitehead, bro. Like, he was supposed to be a prospect before he fucked his foot up. Like, who knows what type of jump he can make. Like, I'm just waiting to see the young guys play, man. Because the young players is taking over the league now.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so what about?
So let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
This dude Fox didn't re-sign with Sacramento. Everybody know he loved Jordy.
Exactly.
I think that's the move we make at point guard because he is 6'5", and he is going to be able to help out on the defensive end. He's a great defender.
What? Him and Cam would be crazy.
This is what I'm saying. So I'm with that.
Oh my God! At the 3.
So hold on. How? Because again, emphasis on quick. If we got Fox at the point, hypothetically, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Big Ox, he's a King, Sacramento King vlogger, and he totally said, nah, he just doing that for big money, so he not coming here. But I like to play into it because I know the rapport that Jordy Fernandez has with De'Aaron Fox. It's not like De'Aaron Fox is from Sacramento, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm saying that to say, Jordy Fernandez might
win. We need to suck.
Yeah, Jordy Fernandez might be able to get him on the Brooklyn Nets. And what I'm saying is that's the whole quick rebuild. If we could get Fox next season and one of them high draft picks at the same time,
but
I'm not saying
that's going to require
that's a playoff team, bro. That might be a playoff team.
That's going to require a sign and trade though to get him. Like, just to throw that out there, like, because one, Sacramento ain't just gonna let him walk for nothing. And two, he gonna want the max money that he can only get from Sacramento.
Nah, I think he signed the deal with them already. I think he a free agent.
Nah, this is last year.
Yeah, I think he can walk if he wanted to.
Yeah, but they not gonna like if you look at today's NBA, very few teams let players just walk. It's sign and trade everything, man.
They would do that mid-season. This is what I'm trying to say. I think he
Nah, they would do that in the offseason.
No, what is it called?
Always happen in the
Restricted
offseason.
free agent? Is he I think he's unrestricted where they don't got his rights anymore, bro. From as a rookie.
Yeah. No, they don't. But they'll still, I'm telling you, they'll work some type of sign and trade because he gonna want that max money. Because the most
just like how we could have lost Clax this year, bro. That's how they summer could end up. Without no bread.
I'm not disagreeing with you there, but you're not hearing what I'm saying.
No, they would have to make a mid-season trade, bro.
All he could get from any other team besides Sacramento is a max of 4 years and whatever that money is for that. With Sacramento, he can get a 5-year deal. So it's gonna have to be a sign and trade.
Super max.
This is what I'm saying. Like you can't get so the way how it is, if I'm a free agent and I'm looking to sign with another team, the most that I can do is a 4-year deal. But if I re-sign with my team, I can do a 5-year deal.
KD did it.
KD didn't do a 5-year deal. KD did a 4-year deal.
He came with the Nets. He took less money coming to the Nets that year with the fucked up leg.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did, bro.
They did a sign and trade with Golden State. That's why D'Angelo Russell went to Golden State.
The Warriors still
he did a sign and trade with the Warriors. He re-signed with the Warriors in the offseason, and then they traded him to the Nets.
I still think he took less money though to make the trade.
He took the 4-year max that Golden State could offer him. He took the max.
All right.
Like this is what I'm saying. Like with whatever team that has your rights until that contract is completely done, you can sign a max deal with them. You can sign a max deal with other teams, but it can't be the same amount of years. So perfect example, look at Hartenstein. So the Knicks, the most that they could offer him underneath their cap was 4 years, $72 million. He went to OKC. He went to OKC for 3 years, $87 million. Because OKC couldn't offer him that 4th year. They couldn't match the 4th year that the Knicks was offering him, but they could offer him more money.
All right.
So that's why he did that. So that's basically the way how the rule goes with free agents is whatever team that you on, they can offer you an extra year than any other team. So Fox is gonna want that 5th year. He's gonna want that supermax deal.
He might. You feel me?
That's a fact.
Some people don't
that's what
want
I'm saying. We're gonna have to wind up trading something to Sacramento to get him in that deal. What is that? I have no clue what that looks like. But it's gonna have to be something. Like I said, when we made the deal with Golden State for KD, we gave up D'Angelo Russell. Not a big loss, in my opinion, to facilitate that deal. So if it could be something like that again, I'm with it. But I don't think he will outright come to us as a free agent.
Bro. We got. If anybody knows, we still got like 2 damn near 20-point scorers and Bogdanovich and what's his name, Cam Thomas, and then you add a point guard. That's a big lineup, bro. Shake Milton, Cam, Bogdanovich. I ain't gonna lie, niggas might think I'm crazy with this. Clowney and Clax.
Nah, I like Clowney in that starting lineup. I think Bogdanovich, though, is like I was saying this earlier. I think they wound up trading him before the trade deadline for another number 1 pick, and then we wound up getting 6 picks out that deal.
Damn.
Yo, hold on. I agree with y'all. I'm not trying to cut you off. I just want to answer this question real quick. Keisha said, "Why do you guys think Clax agreed to stay?" I think he agreed to stay because he, got love for the Brooklyn Nets for drafting him. You know what I'm saying? I think he liked the opportunity he got because they did stay with it. Clax didn't cut him or do nothing wild when he was going through injuries in his first 2 seasons with the Brooklyn Nets. They seen the potential and believed in him. And I like the reciprocation, the loyalty between the Clax and the franchise. I think it shows future draft picks that, we're gonna do right by you guys. So I think he stayed because they actually paid him, and they said they was gonna pay him, and they followed up on his word. So, if it was a contract that Clax didn't like, he would have definitely went elsewhere because he could have definitely got that same contract somewhere else. But he's happy here. He want to stay here. He also got the clothing line with the Brooklyn Nets, so he's doing business with the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying? So I think for various reasons he stayed.
Yeah, that was their first time putting the team first, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. In a while, I really thought they was gonna let Clax walk.
Yeah, nah, they made sense keeping Clax, man. I mean, why get draft picks just your own draft picks just to show the future draft picks? Oh yeah, this is what we do when it's time to pay you guys. We send y'all away. Nah, if you're gonna be a franchise that says, all right, we got our draft picks back and that's what we want to do, you want to send the right message to those draft picks, like yo.
Yeah, I think Cam gonna get extended though mid-season next year though. No cap.
I think he should. I think he's enough. They gave Jalen Wilson a 3-year contract. Cam Thomas can't get a contract.
And everybody forgetting about Jalen Wilson too, man. He's a hard-nosed player, bro. Word up.
Nah, I ain't forget about him. I watch a lot of Jalen Wilson film. I just think he's gonna have to change up a little bit of the way he tries to score as far as getting in the paint. But other than that, he good.
Nah, I don't want him to change that up. I want him to go how he play, yo. Like he's
let me
an
explain.
attacker, yo. And
Let me explain. A lot of those shots that he take, like if he grabs a rebound, most of the time he tries to go back up flat-footed.
Right.
And he can't do that. You know what I mean? Those are the type of things I'm talking about. Not him driving to the lane and doing what he does best. Nah. Like when he gets a rebound, he like to go right back up right there, flat-footed. You know what I mean? Take those type of shots. He got to switch that up.
But when he get the strength though, like you can't that's something that you got. He's a good rebounding guard, bro. Like I would take that over player like Ben Simmons right now.
No, I'm not saying that part of his game. Like the rebounding is cool, the shots is cool, but if you actually watch after he gets the rebound and he stays flat-footed in the NBA, like you can't just put the ball back up flat-footed. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't.
He won that overtime game in the summer league. He went back up with that bitch.
I seen that, but it's different when you playing with the big dudes on the big court. You know what I mean?
You're right.
You know what I mean? A lot of that shit got swatted. I watch a lot of replays. I check out everybody's highlights and all that. But that's the only knock that I have with him. You know what I mean? Like you gotta change that part of your game.
Hold on, y'all. Again, I'm listening to the conversation. Sometimes the chat they just be saying stuff. He said, "Yeah, news flash. If this news is true, the Nets aren't tanking next season. Next year's theme for the team is we evolved."
We better be tanking. We better be tanking. Why the hell else did we get our draft picks back from Houston if he wasn't tanking?
Listen, they say you crazy until you prove you a genius. They say you crazy until you prove you a genius.
Right? Look at
I'm
Atlanta,
telling you, man.
Atlanta almost made the playoffs, and they still got the number one pick, bro. Like, you don't need to completely tank.
No, you just gotta lose in good fashion.
Yeah, you just gotta lose in good fashion.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know why they would go through all of that trouble to get them picks back if they weren't intending on them picks being some pretty good picks.
I think they keep about 5 and trade away 5. You keep away 5.
Now I'm talking about the ones that we just traded. We got our picks back that we traded to Houston in the Harden deal.
Oh yeah,
we just got them shits back.
We keeping those picks. I still think though.
So that's what I'm saying. Those picks, like, why would we go through the trouble of trading to get those picks back if we had aspirations on them picks not being good?
Right.
That makes sense. That makes
a lot of sense.
What's this? Where you get this news flash from, Bill Johnson over here stirring the pot? Where you get this from, man? And listen, if we do that again, I don't. How you say? I got confidence in this rotation, man. Clax at the 5, County at the 4. I mean, the 3 is an enigma right now. But Cam Thomas at the 2. You got Schroeder, Shake Milton, the 1. And yeah, I don't think that we contenders. I'm not taking it there. I'm not saying that. I do think that the direction of this team is to get a high draft pick. Again, I agree with that. Like, why get these draft picks back? You
if we
control
ain't
what
gonna use it.
happens with the draft pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you actually control it. But again, let's say, and again, like I said last night, in a perfect world, the Bucks and the Knicks are bad, and we get high draft picks because of it. But I don't think that happens.
I think it could. The niggas get injured a lot, bro. So I don't know.
Yo, I think the Bucks. I don't know, man. I don't trust the Bucks. I think the Knicks might be good, but I don't trust the Bucks.
But that's protected though. That's automatically a top 10 pick, bro.
But we don't want a top 10 pick according to everybody, even though this supposed to be a quote
No, no,
unquote
no.
great
What I'm
draft. We
saying
want the
is,
number 1 pick
no. What
That
I'm
or
pick
2
saying
or
is that
is,
3.
pick is protected
no,
1 through 4.
Breezy.
So
What
if
I'm
you
saying is,
Yeah, it's only 1 through 4 protected. So
right, it's only
if
one
that
through.
shit is
If
5 or
that
better,
pick,
we
if
good.
that pick, yeah, if it falls at 5 or some crazy shit, we will potentially have 2 top
that's what
5
I'm
picks
trying to
in the
say.
draft.
That's what I'm trying to say. You could potentially have a top 10 pick without losing, bro. That ain't bad at all, bro.
Right, but you can't rely on the Bucks losing
Right.
because
You can't
realistically,
rely on
that's
that at
just
all.
not
No,
happening. They
automatically
still
though.
got
That's an
Milwaukee.
automatic.
They still got Dame and
Y'all
Giannis.
saying if
No,
You're
what
not
I'm.
losing
if
with
it's
It's
them
a
got to
two
be
difference
niggas.
losing, it got
between
to be us. We
And
got
they
to
got a
make sure
whole
the
training
losing is
camp.
done.
They got a whole
Exactly. We
training
can't
camp to
count
go
on
do
other
with Doc
teams
Rivers.
losing.
That's crazy.
No, it's a
Right. We can't
difference
be doing this
between
shit.
unprotected and protected. When it's unprotected, that means that pick could be from 1 to 30. When it's protected, you don't gotta lose. That pick is gonna be either from 1 to 10, bro.
Now, when it's protected, what it basically means is, let's say, for instance, if it's a top 5 protected pick,
Right.
and now my team loses and we got the 4th pick, that basically means you not getting the pick. You got to wait
Right.
till
That's going
next
to
year to get the pick.
Milwaukee. Right. That's
Right.
going to Milwaukee. If
You
Milwaukee
sure?
was, if realistically, if Milwaukee got 3, let's say Milwaukee was asked and they got the 3rd pick in this draft, that's not going to us. That's going to them.
Yeah,
So they
that's
have the
going to
third,
them.
the
We got to wait till
opportunity to get
next
the
year to
3rd
get
pick.
their pick.
Exactly. So we do not want them niggas losing because they possibly can get a top pick. But if it falls outside of 4 and it turns to like 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 or 10 or some shit, that's gonna be ours. But we
But Milwaukee
realistically
going
gotta
to the
use our
playoffs.
pick to our advantage. Exactly. Realistically, I could see that pick possibly going to be like 18, probably 17, depending on where Milwaukee falls at. But we gotta use our pick to our advantage. We got our picks back. We're not gonna just depend on other niggas losing just for us not to use our pick. So
We
we
can't
most
trust them
likely
to
gonna be
lose. We got to
average.
lose. We got to do it ourselves, huh?
Yeah.
I don't
You want
like this
something
shit,
done
bro.
right, you got to do it yourself, man.
Yo, 32 and 50 was one of the toughest
I mean,
vlogging
Breezy, look at it like this
seasons
way. Look
ever,
at it
bro.
like this. It was tough watching San Antonio lose last year. Like that shit sucked. But them niggas got Wimby. Them niggas not complaining now. I'm
Um,
sure it's hard. It's like, oh yeah, we got our
Nigga, it
guy.
took them years to
Whatever.
get Wimby,
Hold
yo.
on, yo, Cottage 81. I got you, bro. After this stream, I'm gonna make you a mod. That's a fact. Go ahead, yeah. I was listening.
I'm just saying, most of the teams that we look at that are good, most of them, the teams, top players, they got through the draft. So the thing is, it's just our time to refocus, build organically, like most of these teams did. We had our moment, we had the big 3. You know what I'm saying? Shit didn't work out. It is what it is. We got to build this shit
Facts.
organically and make niggas that want to be here. The draft picks that want to be here. They see Brooklyn. Brooklyn drafted me when niggas didn't, you know what I'm saying? They didn't take a chance on me. They chose me to be here. That camaraderie and that chemistry that you gonna build with the team, with the draft picks, as Breezy said, opposed to the free agents that's coming here just to get a bag. Build some shit organically with niggas that want to be here. Yo, I want to be in Brooklyn for the rest of my life. And maybe it's not like that. Maybe it's
All
not
my
like the
days.
2000s with Tim Duncan and shit, with Kobe's and the Dirk Nowitzki's that stayed on their teams. But shit, let's
Yeah.
try to get some organic shit. Get a nigga that want to
Yo,
be here, man.
you 1,000% right. And then if y'all remember the day Clax did he re-signed, do y'all remember what he posted? Did y'all
Yeah, he
see that?
posted.
I
He
saw
said,
it.
"I know who I am" with a bridge in the picture.
Right.
Exactly,
That was
man.
a
He
shot at
wants to
That's
Mikal.
be here.
loyalty. That's niggas that want to be here. That want to win in Brooklyn, man. Like you can't.
Exactly.
Come on. That's some.
That
That's
was a
some
shot
good
at
shit.
Mikal, yo.
Exactly, man.
It was a
Yeah,
shot
Like
at McNeil.
they need to, yo, if I'm Sean Marks right now, I'm doing any and everything that I can possibly do to pick Sam Presti's brain, man. Taking him to lunch, dinner. You want me to buy you a watch, whatever, just so I can pick his brain and really like, what am I going to do these next couple of years with all these draft picks? And that's the dude that you really want to learn from.
Nah, I
It
mean,
ain't
yeah,
really.
you got to be a student of the game of somebody like Sam Presti. He's been putting in a lot of work as a GM. He's definitely one of the more impressive GMs. Maybe not. I think he is notable now. I think people are realizing what he did. Because that Shea flip was crazy. That Shea flip was one of the best flips I ever seen, ever.
I mean,
What's
not
the
only
Like,
that,
topic
but you
though,
got to go
Bree?
back. You got to go back even before that, man. It's the same man that drafted Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden in 3 consecutive drafts.
It's crazy.
yeah, that's
His
impressive.
biggest
That's
mistake,
impressive.
the only knock that I will put on Sam Presti as a general manager is he fucked up when it was time to choose between Harden and Ibaka who to give the money to, and he gave it to Ibaka,
Yeah,
and they
that
let
shit to
Harden walk.
Ibaka.
That's it.
That's
That, in
true.
my opinion,
But
that's
that
his
was the
only
best thing that
mistake.
happened to Harden.
It
Yeah,
was.
It
facts.
was the
Yeah.
best thing that happened to Harden, but he probably fuck around would have had a ring if he didn't.
Oh, they would have had a couple of rings
Yeah.
if they kept them
They were
three
like,
together.
yeah,
Young,
Yeah.
them
young and
niggas.
three.
So,
Yeah.
but
Think
no,
about it. They
hold on.
think about this. They
Oh,
went to the finals in
yeah,
like they second, third, and fourth years respectively.
right. And no, I think Harden was a rookie that year. Katie and
Yeah,
Westbrook, they
he
was
was.
there, and Harden was a rookie in that second year before they could get anything in motion. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, they. I remember that. I remember P being a fan of
That nigga
OKC when it
Harden was
happened. And, yo, P, remember? Can you just revisit how you felt when Perk got to the team and how you thought they was gonna be contenders when they got Perk? Remember, you was
Oh,
happy
because that
Perk
was
got
that
to
was basically the
OKC.
missing piece that they needed was that enforcer. They had all the skill and talent around there. They just needed a dude to do the dirty work, and that's exactly what Perk was a dude to do the dirty work, and that's exactly why they went to the finals. Like
nigga
if
Blake
that
Griffin
team
used to
don't
put his
break
nuts
up,
on his head,
they
bro.
win in a couple of chips, man.
Yeah, so
If they
they
didn't run
better
into
than they
Miami,
better than the
OKC was
Warriors
winning
with
that
James
finals.
Harden. With James Harden on the
I
team,
don't
they
know
better
about a
than the
couple of
Warriors.
chips though, bro. I don't know about
Nah,
no couple
if
of
they ain't
chips,
run into
bro.
Miami, I think OKC would have had one. I ain't gonna hold you. I think they would have had one. That Miami,
Y'all forget James
them
Harden
niggas
was
was
a
going up
bench
against
guy.
Bron, Bosh, and
Yo,
Wade,
they
bro.
would have if they would have ran that team back and they played Miami in the finals the next year, they would have won. Because if you think, yo,
Yeah.
You think
KD
so?
killed that finals. KD averaged like 35 a game that finals.
Yeah.
Westbrook was doing his thing. It was Harden that did not show up. Harden averaged like
Right.
7,
He was
8
a
points
bench
a
guy
game in
though,
that
bro.
final.
Remember that. He was a
Hmm?
bench guy, bro. So it's like, you know what I mean? It ain't like he was
Nah, but
starting.
but
He was a
at that
bencher.
point in time, he was like the best 6 man in the league.
Yeah, Harden was a
Yeah,
rookie in that
facts. I agree,
series too.
cuz.
Yo, hold on, but
Yeah, facts.
to add to your point, yeah, they did enough to run it back with Harden. They definitely should have ran it back with him.
They gave Ibaka the money, and Sam Presti's he said this shit. I watched the interview with him because they asked him. This was years after, like, you know,
Okay.
what was your biggest mistake? And he named that, and he said my whole rationale was why go with another ball handler? Why not get the dude who was averaging 3 blocks a game and was getting better on the defensive end and better on the offensive end? He was like, I only had enough money to pay one of them. So I went with, instead of a third ball handler, I went with the dude who was blocking the shots. And he was
And
like,
both
that
of
was
them
the biggest
niggas
mistake of my
left and
life.
I'm
got
not
rings.
yo, bro, but I listen. I'm not mad at that though, because Ibaka, you gotta understand, he was a more polished player. So that did make sense at that time, bro.
He
Realistically,
definitely
you know what I
left and
mean?
got a
Back
ring.
then.
He
And
definitely
we
left
didn't
and
know
got a
Harden was
what
ring.
James
polished,
Harden
man.
was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Not
He
how
Nah, I
definitely
he
went
did.
to
wasn't more
Toronto.
I
polished
did.
than like Serge Ibaka, bro.
I ain't
No
gonna
He
bullshit.
lie.
wasn't more
I wrote an
polished than
article
Serge
on
Serge
Ibaka,
James
went
bro.
to
Harden when he was
Toronto and
in
got that
college,
ring
man.
right after that.
I ain't gonna lie. As soon as Harden went to Houston, his first game, that nigga dropped 30. I was like, oh yeah, it's clear. That
Yeah,
nigga gonna
like he
be
just it's time. I'm
Yeah,
unleashed
because
now.
he
You know what
got
I'm
more of
saying?
an
Like,
opportunity.
yeah, I'm unleashed now. I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm
yeah,
not.
facts.
I don't got the restraints on me no more. I could do my thing.
right.
And they was
But
letting
can I
that
just
nigga
say this
walk
one
all
thing, bro?
game. You heard?
Can
Go ahead, Hov.
yo, can we all agree? Can we all agree that James Harden probably had the most historic offensive run we probably ever seen in NBA history? Can we all agree on that? I don't think that
What
nobody
I
can
don't know.
as
debate
a shooting
that,
guard?
bro.
I don't know, cause like, are we
Bro,
talking
as just an
like, are we
offensive
talking
player.
You
run?
talking
Cause
about that
don't
when he
forget,
went
Kobe
like
scored
2 months straight, right?
40,
Going
50
crazy.
in like 15
No,
straight
hold
games.
on, bro.
So how many
Hold on, right?
scoring titles Harden got? Just to
You
be
might
clear.
be right, bro. You might be right. No cap.
You got a couple.
Nah, listen to what I'm saying, Breeze. James Harden, bro, right? I gotta give y'all the facts of this shit. Did y'all forget, bro? Niggas forget. James Harden had like 32 straight games of dropping like 40. Y'all niggas forgot that?
Nah,
He
he went like
surpassed Kobe, bro.
He went like 2 months going crazy like that. I remember, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. He went like 30 straight games, bro, of like 40 or more points, bro.
I
James
think you
Harden historically,
exaggerating, but
bro, probably went on like, huh?
He said, "I think
you
you
might be
exaggerated."
exaggerating a little
Nah,
bit,
he
but
went
yeah,
almost
he
like a
was
month
hitting.
with 30
Nah,
plus,
bro, I'm
like
not
almost a month.
exaggerating. Yo,
No, he said 40
Breezy,
points. He
go
said
back, bro.
40
I'm not
points.
exaggerating.
A
Bro,
whole month he
he
scored
had
40
like
points.
30 straight games. Bro, it was either 30 or 40. He set an NBA record. Go back, my nigga. Like, go back and research it right now. I'm speaking facts. Historically, he broke a record, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you watch Harden from 2012 to 2019, historically, he might have went on the best offensive NBA run he's seen in
Nah, they
NBA
were
history,
saying
bro.
it. They were
No
saying he
cap.
was
Over
possibly the
Kobe,
best
over
scorer.
everybody, bro.
Right.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like, yo, bro, Harden was that nigga, bro, on Houston. I think niggas forget because he fell off. Like,
Nah, he
but,
was.
bro, like,
I don't even
Harden
think he
was the
fell
truth
off.
in his prime, my nigga.
They stopped that move that he kept doing now, and then after they stopped that little hesitant,
Yeah. Facts,
that
facts.
That
that fake,
and he got hella out of
Yeah,
shape.
facts. I
yeah.
agree.
After they stopped that shit, and that 1 year,
Yeah.
that one good year he had with us, and he was about to be MVP of the league,
They
bro.
they base they basically put a patch on that nigga, bro.
They
He
put a
ain't know what to
patch
do.
on, Leaf. They put a patch on that nigga, bro.
That's
They ain't.
basically what they did.
What
They,
up, Lee?
you know who they
They
did
put
the
a
same
patch
thing
on
to?
him, but they let Jalen Brunson do the shit all game now. This shit is crazy.
Trey Young,
Hold
too,
on,
Lee.
hold,
Trey Young,
hold
too, Lee.
on, hold on. You right,
Trey Young
Harlem.
too. Yeah, I was
Rayshon
about to
Harrison.
mention Trey Young.
Hold
Yeah.
on, Rayshon Harrison said, "Nah, Breezy, he not exaggerating. It was 40 games or 40 points. That's crazy work, bro. I ain't gonna
God
hold you.
damn.
I told y'all, nigga.
That's
Y'all,
tough.
nigga, facts.
Nah,
That's
he
tough.
not
Harden is a
exaggerating at
Harden.
all.
Bro, Harden is him, nigga. Bro, like, I don't think we
Harden
debate. He
was
He
was
him.
was
like,
walking though. You
bro,
gotta
like,
remember they was letting him
bro,
travel and
crazy.
anything. They ain't letting that shit happen no more.
Yo, he was
Yeah,
pushing
he was
off.
Nah,
That
traveling. Wait.
motherfucker pushed off on every crossover, man.
I'm not gonna
Yup.
lie.
Yup.
Harden was good at manipulating the rules a lot with
Yeah.
that move that he did, bro.
Bro,
Like
Harden was
it was to
cooking,
the
bro.
point where the league didn't never really seen nothing like it, and they was just like, you know what, this effort. We let niggas get away with what they want to get away with. It's plenty of niggas, bro. Come on, bro. We acting like Giannis ain't fucking take like 3,000 steps from the fucking half court line to go dunk some shit, bro. Like we done seen that shit, bro.
Word.
We done seen so much shit happen over the years with niggas that have scored 30, 35 points a game. This shit is ridiculous, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo,
Yo,
so
Lee,
go ahead, home.
you remember when the nigga hit yo, what's the tall skinny nigga name, Leaf? And the nigga Harden hit and made the nigga fall on the Clippers. What was his name, bro?
I
Wesley
think that
something.
might
He
have
used to
been
be on
Wes
the Lakers.
Johnson. I think that might have been that
Bro,
nigga
that was
Wesley
Wesley
Johnson.
Johnson.
crazy.
Yeah.
It might have
Yeah,
been
that was
Wesley
Wes
Johnson.
Johnson.
That
It might
was
have been Wes
crazy,
Johnson.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wes
Yeah.
Johnson. Oh my God, that was crazy, bro. I was like, nah,
Mm-hmm.
nigga.
A lot of the shit that
He ain't
Harden
never been
got
seen
away
after
with.
that, too, bro.
I mean, a lot of the shit that Harden got away with, like him and Russ, the year that they went off the way they went off, bro, when they was when Russ was doing the triple double shit, and they broke the league, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like don't get me wrong, the Warriors had a good little bit of do with that, bro, nigga. But we ain't never seen two niggas have a season like that in a minute. Where niggas was just putting up 30,
Nah,
10, and
fact,
10,
Yeah, Westbrook
30,
was
10, and
wilding
10,
that
bro.
year,
Like
yo.
Westbrook was wilding that year,
fact.
bro. Like,
Yeah, the year after KD left. Yeah, that
Yeah,
nigga
after
was doing
That
it.
was
KD
his
left, bro.
MVP
That
year.
That's a
nigga, that
fact,
nigga
bro.
Russ, that nigga Russ
That
was
nigga was
playing,
on
bro.
some
Like he
shit.
had the bone to pick with niggas, bro. Like for real, for real.
Especially that game winner he hit in Denver
The
to
game winner that he
top that
hit in
off.
And that
Denver,
triple double
Yeah,
year.
that shit was.
Hold on, y'all. So let me
Yeah.
ask y'all this, just to kind of shift the conversation just a little bit. These players that y'all talking about in the Westbrook and the Harden, we talking about them for the most part in their prime years.
Right.
Who's going into their
Mhm.
prime years next season that should be having a breakout year the same way Westbrook and Harden did?
You talking about
In
in the
y'all opinion?
league right now?
Yeah, in the league right now. Next season, who we looking to
Oh,
say, yo,
Edwards.
these
too many
dudes came and
I'm
stars.
looking,
I
I'm
dominated.
think
looking at
Edward. I
younger,
think
I'm looking
Anthony
at
Edwards
younger
is gonna
niggas.
be
I'm looking
fucking.
at Ant. I'm looking at SGA. I'm looking at what's the
I
other
think
niggas?
Paulo gonna go. I think Paulo
Nah,
gonna
Ant
go up there
can't give
too.
you
Paulo
35
could
a
definitely
game,
go
bro.
crazy. Paulo definitely known it like because
Nah,
now
hold
he
on,
start.
wait, hold on, wait. Hey, yo,
Nah,
bro,
bro, you
wait.
stretching
Hey,
it,
yo,
bro.
Leaf, I
Them
think
niggas
you
can't
missed the
score that
question.
good.
Yo, Leaf, hold. Yo, Leaf. I don't think y'all understood the question. He said, which player is going into their prime who y'all think is gonna have a breakout year? Is that what you said, Breeze? Ain't that what you said?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he said
prime. I'm talking
going
about the
into that
prime.
prime.
I
Into they
want to like,
prom.
I mean, if you
yeah,
talking
like
about the
Um,
prime, it might only be
Is that what you
SGA.
said in the
I ain't gonna
prime,
lie
eh?
to you.
it might be. Yeah, it might be
Bro, SGA
SGA.
not
I'm not
even.
even gonna hold you.
Nah,
I'm gonna say
SGA
Kevin Durant,
26.
bro. I think
SGA
KD
He
gonna go
26.
20. Yeah,
crazy
he
next year.
around 25.
KD
He
already
about
about to be out
25.
his prime, bro. He about to be 36, bro.
No, I know that,
Yeah,
but I
that
just think
nigga
he
going.
gonna go crazy, bro.
Yeah, KD passed his
SGA is
prime.
about to be 26. I think 26
The
or
Yeah,
prime,
27.
they prime
Oh,
years usually be like
And can
from
I ask
30
y'all a
The
to
late
question, bro?
20s.
36.
Yeah.
nah,
So,
prime in the NBA
so
be
if
like
you
26 to 32, man.
Nah, bro, that's
33.
still
can
early.
I ask
It'd be
y'all
like
one question
30.
though?
You heard?
So, all right, hold on, bro. So the
Jordan had
numbers
his
that
best.
LeBron is
Jordan had
putting
his
up, right?
best years 30. Kobe had his
29,
best years when he
29.
turned 30. Like,
That first year was
I want to ask
29,
y'all
I
a
think.
question.
I would say late 20s, bro. Probably like 27, 28.
20. Yeah, like 27, 26
How
around
do
that.
y'all
That's when they
determine
started.
if a
Yo,
person
my
is in
answer
his
to that
prime or
question,
not,
Breeze,
right?
my answer to that question is Jalen Brown, man. He gonna finally
Jalen
take over
Brown.
that team,
Okay,
and it's
fair
gonna
enough.
be his senior.
Okay,
Jalen Brown?
okay. Now
Nigga
that's
said
fair.
Jalen Brown.
I mean, Jalen Brown only
Yeah.
25, right?
And
26.
this conversation is about to go left real
Yeah,
quick.
no, but no, that's fair to
That's a
say. He did
valid.
step
That's
up
a
in the
valid
playoffs.
point.
Oh, hold on.
Hey, can
It's
I
fair
ask
to
y'all a
Shit
say.
question
happen,
though?
yo.
Hold
Something
on,
click with a player, man. When they win,
hold
when
on.
they win them
How can
type of
y'all
awards.
like
Yeah,
yo?
and
How
it's
can y'all
fair to say that.
determine that?
Hold on. Hold on, let me say this. Hold on.
But
It's fair to say that Jalen Brown did pull away in the playoffs and look like the one guy. When they needed a clutch
nah,
shot,
fact.
somebody to step up, he was the guy that I mean that did step up. So
Yeah,
I
it
give
wasn't,
credit
it
to that.
wasn't, it wasn't Deuce Senior at all, man.
How do
They
y'all say
both
that
was
about the
cooking out
prime
there,
though,
bro.
bro? Because
Nigga
when
But
you
said it
look
Jalen
at
wasn't
Brown
Deuce
was on
LeBron,
Senior
some
right?
at
other
all.
shit.
It wasn't neither one of
Yo,
them niggas to me. They
technically,
did that shit by committee, bro. Like, come on.
yo, Leaf. Let
You
me say
seen
this,
you
Leaf.
seen how that team was?
Technically,
Did y'all niggas seen that team, bro? Like, they got two niggas in the backcourt that's all defensive, bro. Like, what are we like? Come on, bro. I'm not giving them niggas
nah,
no
listen,
credit.
And they got
yo,
two
Leaf.
6'5" guards. You heard?
Exactly.
Yeah,
LeBron
locking
would
them
be
up,
out his
exactly.
prime, right?
They was locking
But
niggas
he's
up,
still
yo.
giving niggas 25. So it's like, how do y'all like say a nigga out his prime? Because like when you look at KD and Braun, right, age wise, you would say they out of their prime, but they still giving niggas
No, I'm talking
25.
about far
So
as
how is
taking
that?
Nah,
How
over.
they saying?
KD don't
Nah,
move
nah.
like how he
LM,
used to move,
LM,
like he
I'm talking
used to,
about
man.
far as taking
But
over a game, bro.
but you gotta think about it, bro. The combination of them going off and leading their teams to like late the third and sometimes late in May, bro.
No,
Like
I
that
understand that, Leaf,
combination
but
is
I'm
crazy.
saying LeBron and KD is still putting up Ant Edwards numbers, bro.
Nah,
LeBron is
They
Hold on,
are.
chasing
hold on,
They
hold
niggas
on,
are.
y'all.
Nah,
nah, but
Hold on. Let's
25,
hold
bro.
they
on. Let's
putting
slow
up
it.
them
Facts.
numbers, but when you in the
Hold on,
playoffs,
y'all.
Facts.
bro,
Yo,
they
bro,
got to
Yo,
take
facts.
take
Harlem,
Yo,
over
But the
a
Harlem,
thing
game.
is,
Lee,
them
Harlem,
numbers is not effective like they used to be, bro. Them
Yeah,
Harlem,
numbers.
what you
yeah.
mean? What?
Harlem, Lee. Y'all taking it. Hold on, y'all taking it somewhere else. P is the only one that really actually answered the question. Jalen Brown. All right, I just want to go around the panel and ask. I just want to ask the whole
Said
panel this
Jalen
question.
Brown.
Yeah, he said he at least had an answer, bro. He at least had an answer. Like
I
I'm
said
saying, who going
SGA,
into
bro.
their prime next season? SGA. Okay, you said
I'm
all
gonna
right.
go.
So SGA.
Hi, Breeze. He
Harlem.
said
Who's
Jalen
your point?
Brown. Me, I'm gonna say Jalen Brunson, bro. I'm gonna go Brunson.
Jalen Brunson. Okay, go ahead. Say why Jalen
Jalen
Brunson.
Brunson.
So the chat chat saying that too. Coach Mal Pika, he said the same thing too. But go ahead, expand on that post.
So we all seen what he did on Dallas as a backup, right? Nobody really believed that he could duplicate that. He went to the Knicks, and this is when the Knicks didn't get Mitchell, and he took off. And not only did he do it 1 year in the Knicks uniform, he did it like 3 years in a row. So at this point, my nigga, he's proven that he's not only a superstar talent, but he can take his team kind of far in the playoffs also. So I'm gonna say Jalen Brunson for me.
But prime
I
though, like
also feel like, but I also feel like Jalen Brown, to whoever was talking point, I also feel like Jalen Brown has shown he's the 1A in Boston. So I do agree with that also.
Okay.
I can give you my answer. I'll give you my answer.
Of course. So
Yo,
Greasy.
real quick, can I say something real quick?
Nobody in the NBA is having a breakout year like James Harden. Not one of them niggas. Not one of them niggas. They are not.
But he passed his prime, though.
SGA was averaging 30, 36, and 7.
No, I'm talking about how he did it, bro. Not one of them niggas can score like James Harden was scoring.
All right, but hold on, so Greasy, but who you think going into their prime next season? That's just that part though.
I like I said, I look for older, like when you get older, like the 27s, 28s. Like Kyrie said, he was just hitting his prime the year that they was trading him away. You get what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to say. It's different. I gotta watch more to say like, oh, this nigga's in his prime. Because when you in your prime, you literally can take over a game at any time, and you putting the team on your back basically. So I don't know. Everybody's looking for the help now in the NBA. So I don't know.
So real quick question to everybody. What do y'all consider a player's prime? Because I think everybody has got different opinions on what a player's prime is. And I don't think it got to do with age. I think it got to do with time served in the league.
I'll say the peak of your game. Like where you at the highest, like most players say, oh, it took me this amount of time. Like look at Jason Tatum. I would say that Jason Tatum, and you right. Whoever say Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, because if you look at it, these players been since they got in the league. It took a few years, but they've been in the conference finals. They've been in the finals, and now they doing the things to get their teammates involved. They not only looking for their shot or hesitant. So I will go with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Other than that, I don't know too many other players in the league.
I'm gonna say this to you, bro. In my opinion, you no longer in your prime when you no longer can be effective at a high level. So again, when you look at a person like LeBron, in my opinion, is still in his prime. He's still giving niggas 25.
I mean, that's kind of crazy. Like
You kind of contradicted yourself by saying that, because the thing is, LeBron can't.
Bro, how?
The thing is, LeBron days of carrying the team on his back is over.
Yeah, they are.
Yo,
like,
Leaf.
them days.
Yo, Leaf, I'm not saying that. Yo, Leaf, I'm not saying that, bro. All I'm saying is, for a man to be in his 23rd year, giving niggas 25, 7, and 10, bro, or whatever his crazy numbers is, it's like, how can we say he passed his prime?
Nah, but he is past his prime.
LeBron is
Because Prime Braun, hold up. Prime Braun was not only giving you that, but he was also giving you 2 steals and a block and a half. He ain't giving you that no more.
I don't think LeBron is in his prime anymore.
He passed his prime.
KD
is past his prime.
But yo, bro, nobody has ever did what LeBron has done with this many years,
that's
bro.
No, we can't.
But he ain't at the top of his top game no more.
Right, LeBron is an anomaly, bro. I don't think he's past his. I think he's past his prime, but I think he's just good enough to keep going and still be effective. But I don't think he in his prime.
Yo, Bree, shout out Diesel 7. Yo, Bree, shout out Diesel 754, because he just hit that shit right on the head with what prime is, man.
Right.
That's what I was about to say.
That's a fact.
Bro, I'm not even a LeBron fan.
Normally that's between years. Normally that's between years 7 through 12 in the league.
Yo, bro, I'm not a LeBron fan, bro. But I'm not a fan, bro. I'm like Leaf. I'm not a LeBron fan. But you gotta respect the man, bro. He's doing the same things that these young boys is doing, bro. He
No, you're
doing the
not.
same shit
No,
that
you're
Right,
not.
but that doesn't mean he in his
What?
prime. It doesn't mean
Nah,
he in his
nah,
prime,
he
huh?
He
passed his
doing,
prime.
If,
Cause
if you
he's
say
doing the
if you say
same thing.
dunking, yeah, he's dunking like these niggas.
Bro,
He's
LeBron is putting up the same numbers as
no,
SGA
bro.
and
nah, his
Because
everybody,
he
game,
bro.
can
his
What the
game,
still,
fuck
his
are
because
we
he
game
can
not
talking
as
still
about?
clean as
do
it
it.
used to
That
be.
doesn't
Bro,
mean he in his prime. It just means he can
Yo,
still do it. It doesn't
what?
mean
so
he in
like,
his
so
prime.
That's
watching
crazy.
Braun play right now. You think he still look as smooth as he used to? He looked kind of choppy
Bro, let
out
me
there.
ask you a question, bro.
He look
When the
nowhere
Lakers
like
was playing
Miami
Denver,
Braun.
hold on, bro. When the
Nowhere.
Lakers was playing Denver, bro, it wasn't moments in that series where you was like, yo, it's nothing Denver could do with LeBron. You telling me that, my
Nah,
Hell
nigga?
no.
Prom
Let's keep it
Braun,
real
bro,
with
Prom
me.
Braun,
bro,
What?
somebody
bro.
just hit that shit on the head. Prom Braun was
That's
Miami
crazy,
Braun,
bro.
and when he first went back to Cleveland Braun, that was Prom Braun.
Right. Those are
Right.
prime Braun years.
Them prime years
Yo,
is when
dog,
your
20,
body,
if a
your
nigga,
body. Hold still.
if a
2016,
nigga putting up,
2016, Braun?
yo, bro,
Prime
if
is
a
when your
nigga is
body.
putting up,
Prime is
if a
when your
nigga
body
putting
is
up
not
25
giving out,
points,
bro. You know what I
that's
mean? You
what, yo,
feel the
bro, if a
best.
nigga putting
Nothing
up
with that
20,
dude.
bro,
I watch
if a
dudes
nigga
knock
putting
that
up
dude in the
25
head, knock
points,
him to the ground. He get back up and keep doing his thing like it's nothing.
yo, bro,
Remember, that's when
if
Harlem,
dudes
a
you
used
nigga
to
can
give
get
you,
killed.
Harlem, you can
that's
acknowledge
crazy,
that
bro.
somebody is past their prime, but they can still ball. Like it's
Bro,
nothing wrong with Bron
yo,
still being
yo,
past his
LM,
prime.
yo, LM,
we not
every
saying
nigga
that,
that
but
we
he ain't in his
seen,
prime
yo,
no
bro,
more,
every
bro.
nigga that we seen, LM, that's past his prime, been doodle juice. So if
Nah,
LeBron is doing what
Nah,
he's
nah,
doing, bro, he
Nah,
can't be
I
past his
can't say
prime.
that.
That's
nah.
crazy. What?
yo,
Come on,
He's
bro.
D Rose was past his
39,
prime, and he still
Harlem.
gave niggas
Come
50
on,
one
bro.
night in Minnesota.
Your prime is not a 39, respectfully.
Nah, man. Like I
Yo,
said,
bro,
your
LeBron is giving
Let
niggas
Iceman get
25,
into this.
7, and
Hold on, y'all.
7.
Hold on, let Iceman get his shit off. What you saying, Iceman? Because
What?
we didn't hear from
your
Iceman yet. Go ahead,
your
Iceman.
prime, like
What up, Ice?
dude said at the bottom. But in your prime years is considered when you're the best athlete you can possibly be in your lifetime. You know what I mean? Like prime years of my example, myself. You know what I'm saying? In my earlier 20s, I 5'10", I could grab rim both hands. I could jump, grab off drop step one hand. I could grab. You know when your prime is over, those things start to decline. You know what I mean? When you watch LeBron, you see his decline. You know what I mean? When you watch other players, you start seeing them
What?
decline. Is the
He
young
declined? How? Where
bro?
has he declined in? Where
His
has he
Bro,
declined in?
I could tell you where LeBron declined right now, right? Right now,
Please
it's
tell
in
me.
that. Hold on. Right now, right? When LeBron first came in the league, was his teams
Hmm?
good in Cleveland?
So,
No,
50
no,
50.
right? LeBron was carrying niggas to the playoffs. When he went to Miami, he had to become the main option in Miami in order for them to win. He put the team on his back. That's your prime years, bro. When he could do that. Right now, you can't say niggas can't say LeBron got an ass team because he don't. Every year now, LeBron is
Was
in a
LeBron?
play-in or LeBron is in a
Let
play-in
me
or
just
they
say,
get.
all right, so let me
Hold
just
on, hold
answer you,
on.
right?
Every year,
All right, go
LeBron
ahead.
is in the play-in or he just itching to get in the playoffs. Bro, if he was in his prime, bro, nobody in the West is fucking with him right now. He's sweeping through niggas.
Nah, that's a negative, bro.
That is
Yo,
not a
listen, let me tell you
negative,
something,
bro.
right?
He's going
So,
straight
yo,
to
the
the
Lakers
top,
just
bro.
made it. Wait, yo, so the Lakers just made it to the playoffs, right? They made it to the playoffs because of LeBron.
No, they
They made it
didn't,
to the
bro.
No,
playoffs
they
because
didn't.
of
No, they
Yo,
didn't.
LeBron.
Made it to
D'Lo
the
was
AD
D'Lo
had a
was
hell of
on
a
they
that
made
season,
whole
it. They
man.
run,
made it
bro.
to the
What are you
AD
playoffs.
talking
had a
about?
hell of a
They made it
season,
to the
man.
playoffs
Yo,
because of
bro,
AD, bro.
yo,
They
bro, let
didn't
me
He
make
say
it
had
this
a
to you,
because of
bro.
hell of a
LeBron. When
season, man.
LeBron didn't have AD,
And
he couldn't
D'Lo,
make it to
bro.
the
And
playoffs.
D'Lo. D'Lo went on
Wait,
a whole damn near
hey, yo,
30-point
Leaf.
stretch.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
Leaf,
yeah. D'Lo
He went
shot
respectfully.
on two for a
40%
Hey,
stretch.
yo,
from
Leaf.
three, but the problem
Hey, yo,
is
Leaf,
y'all
respectfully,
both.
Leaf. Don't bring up AD, bro. AD is arguably one of the best players all around that plays like complete ass, my nigga. And if we being all the way
No,
honest,
no,
bro,
we can't
if
we can't we
hold
can't say
on,
that.
Leaf.
We can't say
Hold
that.
on, Leaf. I'm
We
gonna
can't
land the
say that. I'm
plane
gonna
right
tell you
now,
why.
Leaf.
Because the
I'm
numbers
gonna
say
land the
different,
plane,
bro.
Leaf. Hold on,
Because
Leaf.
the thing is, when you
If
go to LeBron and you
the
clamor to the
the
numbers,
numbers
bro, that's
say,
the same as clamoring to a nigga that's averaging 30 on a
yo,
team that's
Leaf,
less than
yo,
500.
Leaf. If Anthony Davis plays to his potential, I don't think nobody on this panel or in this fucking world would disagree that the Lakers would be right there with everybody else. Anthony Davis is not playing to his potential, bro.
And
That
Nah,
is the
you know what
that's
the
a
problem.
lie.
Lakers'
Anthony
problem
He's
Davis
not
did
is?
play
playing
to
to his
potential.
No,
potential,
hold
bro.
up.
The problem was the rest
Come
of the
on, bro.
team. The
Yo,
niggas didn't
no,
play.
you know
The
what the
niggas couldn't get stops. They couldn't play
you know what the
defense.
problem is? Real talk. The problem is the way that Rob Pelinka and the front office builds that team. Are they building
You
this
mean
team
LeBron?
acting like LeBron is still in his prime, and they not putting the right pieces around him? They still putting
I
the
agree with
pieces
that. I
around
agree with
him
that point.
like Miami
I agree with
and Cleveland, where they was just plugging in knockdown shooters around him. Because back then, that's all you had to do with Braun. Prime
that.
Braun
But
was
yo,
just
bro,
put a
but
couple of knockdown
AD,
shooters around him, and they gonna win. That's the
but
problem
yo,
with the
bro,
Lakers is
AD.
Braun not
But
in
it's
his
listen.
prime no more, and they still thinking that he could do the
But here's
shit
the
he
thing,
used
though,
to
bro.
do.
But here's the thing, though, bro. That falls on Anthony Davis, is what I'm saying. He's supposed to be the main player on the team, bro. And because
He
his
is.
bum ass
Yo, he
don't
put up
assert
numbers
itself
last year.
and kill niggas, LeBron still has to be the guy, bro. Anthony
Nah,
Davis has not taken over, bro.
yo,
This
he
But
is
if
put
why
up
LeBron
numbers
is
LeBron
the
last
still has
guy,
year,
to be the
and
guy.
he played in his most games last year in like 5 or 6 years.
Come on, bro. And if we look at the Lakers don't even have an ass team. D'Lo
I
had
just
a
said
pretty
that,
solid
bro.
Hold
year.
on,
I
yeah.
just read
Hold
Yo,
that.
on, cause
but the games, but the games
hold
that
on,
the
yeah.
games that Anthony Davis go off,
Hold it.
the games that he go off, the Lakers win. The Lakers
Hold,
smack teams when he go off.
hold on, P. I got a super chat. I gotta give props to the super chat. Shout to Gat with the $5 super chat. He says, "Salute, Reedy. That was some good cooking last night on free, showing him the difference between watching the games and reading stats. Appreciate you, yo, Gat. You gotta do that because you got box score lovers and they love to watch the box pause. They love to watch the box scores.
That's
Know what
not
I'm
a
saying?
pause.
hey yo, breaking
Yeah,
news:
nah,
Buddy
loving
Hill
the
has
box
been
is
traded
good.
to the
Watching the
Loving the
box has
box
Warriors.
is
never been a
good.
pause, man.
You gotta
Buddy
love the
Hill,
Who got
box.
Buddy
traded
Hill
to the
just got
Warriors?
traded to the
Yo, hold
Warriors.
on,
Okay,
but you
okay.
can't hold on. You let me finish the super chat, yeah. But you can't think just because you see the box scores and watching the game is adequate to say that it's equivalent to actually watching the game to say what a player contributes. And again, yeah, we had to expose that last night. But we tend to do this every stream. Shout the Gat, shout the Big Priest, but
Breaking news:
it's
Buddy
gonna be
Hill just
more of
got
that.
traded
It's
to the
only
Warriors.
July 4th, bro. We put, you know what I'm saying? We put certain conversations on the grill, and you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. But I appreciate the super chat, Gap. We're gonna let the guys get back to it. Did everybody answer that question about who gonna hit their prime?
Nah,
Did Ali good?
I was gonna get my player.
All right,
I'll
go
say
ahead.
Luca. I'll say Luca. I think Luca, he around his prime years. He's 25.
That nigga better
I
get a
feel like
six pack before you think about his prime, nigga.
he better lose. He gotta lose the weight. But
Word up,
Luca,
that
to
nigga was
me,
slow in the playoffs, bro.
right, he gotta
Yo,
improve. But I
bro,
still think he gonna
Luca
be entering
is
his
the
prime
biggest
in a
crybaby,
few
bro.
years.
Nigga's a crybaby, man. Get out of here, bro.
Yo,
Him
right?
and
He need to
LeBron is the
stop
two
He a
biggest
complaining
crybabies
crybaby,
ever.
all the
but
fucking time.
listen,
Yo,
I'm not
did y'all
talking about
see
the
that one
crybaby
play?
shit. But
There was one play
that
against the
nigga can
Celtics. I
ball.
think it was game 3, where he was crying for a foul. He didn't get called on. He on the ground, like crying at the ref, and his man on the other end draining the 3.
Yeah, he gotta.
That nigga
Like,
be
he got to
Nigga,
stop
I
that
don't
crybaby,
shit,
know.
bro.
man.
Oh my god. He be crying, bro. That shit. Every play too, my nigga. Every play he don't
He
get a
worse
foul, he
than Braun
crying.
with
Like
that shit. Like, and I ain't never think
it's just
nobody
stupid
could
ass
get worse
double
than Braun,
defense.
but he worse than Braun.
Yeah, bro. That nigga be bro, he be crying, bro. That shit is
Him and
nasty, bro.
him and Randall be doing that same shit.
This is wild,
And
bro.
both
Oh
of them
man.
niggas
Nah,
be
that's how
complaining.
Spencer Dinwiddie was for us. He was fucking everything up.
Oh yeah, he another crybaby ass nigga. He be crying too, bro. He another crybaby, man. Niggas like, bro,
But
just play
I ain't gonna
ball,
lie. I
man.
think
You
I
not
agree
gonna
with Leaf. I think SGA really gonna have a prime year. That nigga he was damn near MVP too. So I think next year SGA gonna go crazy too.
He got to
Like
win
bro,
the
my whole
MVP to have a
respectfully,
team.
better
I think
year than
SGA
last
was
year because he
robbed,
was
bro.
second last year.
I
Right.
think SGA should have won it this year, though. Respectfully, bro. I think he
He
got
should have.
robbed, but
He should have.
you know,
What y'all think
yeah,
about
he
Buddy Hill
definitely
just
should
getting
have.
traded to the Warriors?
That's
Bro,
big.
They
he
need
like,
it. They Klay Thompson
yo,
replaced
bro,
him, man.
That's big.
bro,
Yeah.
he's a poor man Clay, bro. Get out of here.
Yep.
That ain't going nowhere. Knock it off. That's not going absolutely
They needed
nowhere.
a
Now,
shooter though,
I
but
will.
I
They
Yeah,
should have
nah,
went
definitely
and
helped.
got
Now, I
Levine
will.
though, to
that's a
tell you
big
the
move for
truth.
them because that make them still
Now,
competitive.
I
Hell
will
no.
say this: if they could
Not in
pull
my
off getting
opinion.
Laurie marketing, if they could pull off that trade, now we talking.
Yeah, he out there.
Because Laurie
They,
Nigga,
they,
marketing is
he
my
was
Chicago,
all
spot.
ready to deal.
Chicago was
Yeah,
offering them niggas Zach LaVine, and them niggas said no.
Don't nobody
Yeah,
want
fact.
Zach LaVine. Everybody keep
He
turning
got
him down. It's like
It's the
4
he
teams
got
this
bad
offseason
it's
that
the
knees,
have turned
bro.
him down.
contract though. It's the contract though, man.
And I
It's the
thought Paul George
contract
was
and
going.
it's the
I
player.
thought Paul George was going to Golden
It's both.
State. Them niggas got. I don't know, bro.
It's the contract, and he
Uh,
got bad knees, bro. And nobody want to trade for a
Yeah,
nigga that knees
nobody
keep
want
going out every
no
year, bro.
parts
His
of
knees
Zach
is
LaVine.
crazy, bro.
Yo, the
Yeah, bro.
Warriors
His knees
turned
bad.
down. Did y'all see that deal the Warriors turned down? It was
Yeah,
like
facts. That makes
CP3,
sense.
Yeah,
And
CP3
get
and
Wiggins.
into it.
Andrew
Get into it,
Wiggins.
P.
Yeah.
CP3 and
The-
Andrew Wiggins for Zach LaVine and a
Yeah,
draft pick. And the Warriors said no.
and he
They
turned it
turned the
down.
trade down
Yeah,
and then cut
yeah,
CP3 like right after that.
yeah,
That's how
They
you
waived
know
his
don't
ass
yeah,
nobody
Wade.
want
first.
Zach LaVine.
Yeah,
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 that shit
facts.
crazy.
His knees is
They cut
bad,
the
bro. Don't
man
nobody
rather
want a
than
nigga with a
trading
bad
for him.
knee.
They cut him.
I don't think Zach LaVine is trash. I just think he always injury prone,
It's
bro. And
over.
nobody
He passed his prime.
want to pick somebody. Yeah, nah, bro. I don't think he passed his prime.
Nah.
He just
Well, how
can't
old
be
is
He
he? Like
passed his
athletically
28.
enough,
prime.
bro.
His body is over.
Yeah.
How old
Facts,
is he? I think he's
I agree with
28,
that.
right?
Who?
27,
I
28.
think
Yeah,
Zach
Zach.
Zach
He
only
in
LaVine.
his late
27.
20s, but his body is over.
I don't
She
think
Yeah,
I
I
said
think
don't
his
know.
T
he
will
got a
low
LaVine
key.
got a $50 million contract. That nobody ain't trying to pick that up.
I'll pick
Nah.
that up before Ben Simmons ass. Pause.
Yeah, facts.
Oh man.
Facts.
Yo, where y'all think DeRozan
Facts.
gonna go?
They saying
LA,
I
man.
he
think
He
he
might
going to
might
the
go
go
to
Lakers,
to
bro.
LA. I
hold
think the
on.
He's
Lakers.
going to the Lakers.
Braun kind of screwed it up because Braun
They
wasn't
saying
supposed to take the Nets.
the Spurs are gaining interest on making a trade for DeMar DeRozan.
Yo, hold on,
Spurs
hold
is
on,
trying
hold
to. The
on.
Spurs is trying to get marketing. From what I hear, they best to get
Nah, that
marketing.
was like I just
Yo,
seen that as a report. They trying to get DeMar
hey, yo,
DeRozan.
bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? I
Hold on,
want to
hold
bring
on,
it
hold
back
on.
to the. All right, go ahead.
That's crazy. They
No,
got
I just want to
CP
say this.
over
Hold on,
there too.
Zach LaVine. If y'all know SB Sports Talk, tell him to pull up and talk Zach LaVine basketball. He a Chicago Bull fan, but go ahead, Harlem. But what you was fan to say? Go ahead.
So I was seeing a three deal trade. I wanted to know like how y'all felt about this. It would be Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson would be going to the Pacers. Darian Garland and Karis LeVert would be going to the Lakers, and then the Nets would have been getting
Benedict,
D'Lo, huh?
I thought she was about to say the what's his name? Benedict, whatever his name is from.
Nah, he
No,
ain't
no,
part
no,
of that deal. I saw
Nah,
that. I
no.
saw that.
Mappin.
What you
Nah,
talking
And
about?
Mappin not coming here. They not
and the,
sending nothing.
and the Nets would get D'Lo. Yo, listen, I'm not the biggest D'Lo fan, but to Breezy point, if the Nets want to be somewhat competitive, like D'Lo definitely gonna make them a playing
But they're not
Yo,
gonna
but
go after
we
him
don't
after
So
want
like
to.
if
getting
they really
Milton.
trying to just be
Yo, but to my point earlier,
if
y'all,
they really trying to be
they
Hold on. I
not
just
something
trying
trying
to
to
say
be
I'm not backing
competitive
no.
next year.
Hold on.
If we
I'm
was
not
trying to
backing no. I'm not backing no D'Lo rhetoric, bro. He's washed. He not a good player for this team no more, man. Those days is over.
But yo,
I
no,
can't
no,
back that. I do not
I can't say
validate
he
that last
washed, but he
statement.
ain't for the Nets though.
Continue, y'all.
no, I'm
Continue.
just no.
we
I'm
don't want to
just
be
saying,
competitive
Breeze.
next year. I hope y'all realize that.
No,
Like, if we wanted to
no,
be
right, and that's why
competitive,
I'm
we
saying
wouldn't have tried to get our draft picks back from Houston. We not trying to be
no
competitive.
fact.
That's the whole reason we did
But
that.
that's why I'm like, don't get D'Lo. Because D'Lo a veteran, bro. He's not gonna
Nah,
come to
that's
a
why they
team
got
and just
Milton,
tank.
bro. That's why
Nah,
we
but
got Shake.
they'll get D'Lo from that deal, and then they'll if Sean Marks is smart,
Okay.
if he's smart,
Yeah,
he'll flip
flip
him
him.
by the trade
Yeah,
deadline and get
fact.
something else.
Okay. Yeah, facts. Yeah. And that makes sense because I'm like, nigga, he ain't gonna come to the Nets and tank. You know that
But
already.
I doubt
He
they
done
go
been in the
get him
league,
after
what,
now that
11
they
years?
got Milton, because Milton is what? He's basically he ain't the same scorer, but you could fill him in.
I'm gonna keep it a buck,
Right.
bro. Like Shake
Realistically,
Milton,
the key.
he not ass to me, bro. He alright, my nigga. He
Shake's
just don't
not
be getting
Shake's not
burning like that.
trash, but realistically, for what I think Sean Marks and them trying to do, I think they trying to get rid of any player that's over 30 on this team
Bro, he
because
only
they trying to
27,
keep the
bro.
young niggas in.
Shake only 27, bro.
Right, but Shake doesn't necessarily fit into the rebuild stage of his career. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
even
Like
if
he
you
about to.
rebuilding, you gotta go get a vet. You gotta do something. You get what I'm saying? Like, and it's not to say he gonna be the point guard of the future. You feel me? You could always draft a point guard or go sign a point guard. He's on a 3-year deal. Shake would be a great backup for a young team, bro.
That's true. I still think they got to get off Cam and DFS though
Hell yeah. Right
before
now,
they
hell
got to
yeah.
get them. They got to find something.
Cam probably don't even want to start no more.
I saw Cam Johnson to Orlando for I think it was Chet Howard and some other picks or some shit. It would be dope as hell if we got since Juan Howard is on the team. I think he's one of the assistant coaches. It'd be dope as hell to get his son on the team.
But that ain't
For
Brunson
Brooklyn.
though.
Yeah, yeah,
That,
but
you get what I'm saying? That's the only reason why they would do it, to chase it like that. Oh, it's his father. Get another story like that, man. That's why I really wanted Deuce though. I wanted us to get Deuce.
yeah, they wasn't giving that nigga up
They was
because
not trying to give him up.
especially they are lost with death anyway. They barely got death, so they need at least one nigga that can give them some death
Nah,
on
they
that
got
team.
depth, bro. Cause you were looking at it, bro. Some of that starting lineup going to the bench now. You're gonna have what's his name?
Yeah, but
DiVincenzo.
you lost Hartenstein, you lost
No,
Burks,
I'm
like
just
you
saying
lost.
the big man depth is not it. But they wings, bro. They got a whole bunch of wings over there, bro.
Mm, I
You
said,
got
yeah. The
because
only thing is,
DiVincenzo
you
gonna go to
know,
the bench. Motherfucking what's his name? Josh Hart gonna go to the bench. Um, and right there you gonna have what? Brunson, Mikel, OG, Randall, and probably Robinson. Everybody else go to the bench. You gotta like that's all right.
yeah, Dante off the bench, Hart off the bench.
They
That's
just
gonna
ain't
work.
gonna be getting the rebounds that they got last year. They was number one in rebounds because of Hartenstein.
I don't know. From what I've seen on this
Nah,
playoffs,
it
like,
wasn't just Hartenstein. Josh Hart be getting like 14 rebounds at
No, I'm
6'10".
yeah,
not
that
saying
nigga
that.
Josh Hart was rebounding this
He
year.
was their lead, um, like small forward, like as a guard, getting rebounds. But Hartenstein had the most boards on that team. Him and what's his name from our team? Dayron Sharp both was battling in the top three, back and forth all year.
They just need to be healthy, bro. That's the only thing. Dude, Tom Thibodeau and the way he be running the team, bro. Them niggas was down to like a 7-man rotation by the time that game 7 happened. Like if they could just be healthy, they might have a chance. But I mean, I don't know.
Not
Them
with
niggas
not
playing
with
40 minutes a
76
game.
again, Paul George. Shit.
And that's a window because P by the end of that contract, Paul George gonna be 38, and B probably gonna be like what 34, some shit. Tyrese Maxey the only young nigga out of that big three. So I mean, they really
Yo,
gonna
they
have
need to do
to
something with their
put it
bench.
right. I think the
They
lineup is
bench
gonna be
ass.
they yeah they bench is trash.
They just gonna be
I ain't
skinny as
gonna.
hell.
I think Oubre who gonna be their four because Tobias is out. Tobias went to Detroit, so I think PG might be their four for real, and they might put Oubre at the three. Um, I know Maxi gonna be their one, but I don't know who gonna be their two. But I realistically think they don't even. I mean, Paul George at the four as an upgrade over Tobias is cool,
Oh yeah, they
but
went and got Eric Gordon.
Philly
so
got
I
Eric
mean
Gordon.
Max,
Yeah, they went and got
yeah.
Eric
Oh
Gordon.
no, that's nice right there.
So
You need to
Tyrese
slide
Gordon,
Gordon in at the two.
Oubre, yeah. So Tyrese Gordon, Oubre, Paul George, and B. I
Yeah, I
That's a
mean,
like
little
that.
squad right there.
They just need a
they
bench
got a
now. They just
window
need
though.
like two or three dudes
Embiid
on the
just
bench.
got a. I'm not saying Embiid don't show up, but I mean he has so many chances. Like he got to show up, man. Like it's this too many. I feel it. I know Philly fans are disappointed
And
year
B
after
get
year.
injured too much, yo.
Yeah, I don't know how he. I
Right
thought this
around
year he
playoff
was
time.
right. Right, Embiid around he a regular season machine. Like he gonna get his numbers in the regular season, but the playoffs is a whole different ball game. He gotta stay
He getting
healthy.
them numbers in the playoffs. He don't be healthy long enough,
Yo,
bro.
that's why the coaching staff got to do a better job of managing his regular season minutes, so that way he not so worn down come the playoffs.
Man, that nigga be on the side. I saw a clip of Embiid by the side eating hamburgers and all types of shit. Like I feel like that
Was
weight shit. Like he be. I feel like it might be a detriment to him sometimes. Like I feel like he's strong. Don't get me wrong, but man, I feel like he gotta lose some of that weight, bro. That should be he laying on him too much, and he be flopping too much. Which I don't know why the fuck he be doing that. You know them legs of yours not gonna hold up. Nigga, you almost 300 pounds. You 7 foot. Why you flopping on most of these plays? You risking yourself getting injured trying to get the call. Like, I mean, it is what it is, but I just don't like the fact that sometimes Indeed do play dirty. Like that Knicks series where he grabbed Mitchell Robinson's ankles like that. When he was going up for the layup, like that shit was crazy. I don't know, but I don't know. I think probably Philly got a good chance. I think the Knicks got a good chance. Um, but it's gonna be a hard season for us, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's gonna be a very hard season. I don't know. Breezy gonna have to send a prayer to Jesus or something to cover these games because this shit is gonna be hard as
Easy
hell
season.
to cover 82 games. Niggas coming
Easy,
here losing. Like it's gonna
easy,
be
Yo,
bad,
bro.
bro.
easy. Easy,
Yo,
easy season.
yo, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna need y'all to get through this season, man. This shit gonna be therapy, man. They're like, this what y'all wanted. This
Yo,
what y'all
man,
wanted.
the
Yo,
Nets need
Breezy,
to be
word
taking.
too. If we get a top three pick, all this shit would be worth it, bro. Word to
But
everything.
Yeah,
I'll
but
be
in the
glad that this
meantime,
shit be worth it.
I
the
hope
least the
so,
Nets could
man.
do is give a 20 sack to everybody walking through the doors for every game to experience that. And that shit need to come out of Sean Marks's paycheck.
Word. Hold on,
Word, give
DJ.
us a little
See, look,
incentive.
Everybody get a nice
DJ,
little dub
DJ
for pain and
Aguero.
suffering, man.
Word, DJ Aguero said Cooper Flag or Ace Bailey better change my team. Like I agree, bro. Like, yeah, these players supposed to be quote unquote generational players. And again, there is success with the Nets at the four. Derek Coleman, Kenyon Martin. There's success there. Brooke Lopez. There's success. You know what I'm saying? So, I can see these players doing exactly what we intend them to do, but time will tell, man. I just don't, want them to have a Shet situation where they get hurt on some dumb shit. I can't take two more seasons of this.
Nah, that's a fact. Hopefully I think Shaq problem is that nigga tried to get a block on Braun in the Drew League. I was like, nigga,
Yup,
that's
that's
the wrong
exactly
idea.
how he
Like,
got hurt.
yeah, I'm like, why the fuck you letting Braun? You trying to take a charge on Braun, bro? Like, you know you not built like that. Like, that nigga caused that shit up on himself.
Why
But
are we wasting our time talking about Braun weak ass? We need to be talking about business on this side of town.
that's what we was talking about it earlier, man. I don't listen. We gonna have to help Breeze get through these 82 games, my nigga, because this shit gonna
82
be a
games of
shit
light
fest.
work.
I mean, bro, listen, I get to him. Listen, hey, Jay invited me to the games so I could watch with my camera. I might record the games there because it's gonna be empty as fuck in the building anyway. I might as well. I might as well just go there with the camera. I'll be like, I had 2 hours and 30 minutes of basketball plus commercial time. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
because
saying?
Twitter is all about Ace and Coop, so that's all it is a countdown.
Exactly.
You gotta
That,
give
Exactly.
that,
Listen,
you
Twitter,
gotta
I
count it
mean,
Twitter,
down.
Twitter,
I'm
Nets
seeing
Twitter
capture the
right
flag
now.
hashtags, all types of
Over
shit, man.
80% of Nets Twitter right now, bro, or Nets internet, if you want to call it that, bro, is on Ace Bailey, bro, and more Ace Bailey and more and probably more of Ace Bailey than they are on Cooper Flag. The
Right.
more and more Ace Bailey
Right.
highlights I get, the more sold I get, bro. I am not
That nigga is cold, yo. That
I
nigga
am
is
not it, bro.
cold.
I'm telling you right now, bro. Listen, the athletic prowess that he already has, along with the height and the wingspan, and his talent level, bro. You are not gonna get me. No, I might do Ruckers games this year, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might just do it.
Listen, we all better be watching some college basketball if we going through this shit. Like we watching
Big
all these
facts,
niggas.
bro. I mean, because my thing is, it's like it's almost imperative that we need a high level talent. It's almost imperative. No disrespect to Cam Thomas, no disrespect to Clowney and Claxton, but them niggas have only showed spurts. They have
Right.
only showed spurts of what they can do and what they've already been good at. The scorer that Cam Thomas is today, he's always been that. The defender that Clowney and Clax are, bro, they've always been that before they got in the league. You know what? We got a name for them niggas. They called role players. That's what they called. But somehow, some way, bro, the patriarchy of this channel don't understand that. And I feel like, bro, like every last one of us have made our claim to why, bro. Like what, like everything that this man wanted, he got.
Oh, what you mean? What you say?
Somehow, some way, you failing to understand, bro, how important, bro, this draft and this picks and these supposed the number 1 and number 2 picks are.
No, bro, I understand the importance of it. Like I told you, bro, it's no way around a tough season. In the perfect world, I want it to be this way, but I understand what we really want to do. What we really want to do is go through the process of getting those 3 picks or either one of those picks. So It is what it is. I understand it. I'm saying I don't like it. You know, me understanding it and liking it is 2 different things. I still don't like it, but I respect the process.
Every great franchise, every great franchise,
bro. But correct me if I'm wrong. But this has been your plan all along. We told you before this happened, bro. Guess what? You're gonna have to sit through at least 1 full season of shit. This is that season. We told you this. I'm pretty sure everybody up in here explained to you thoroughly in 10-page essays, bro, how shit we gonna be once we fucking hit the reset button, which is what we did. That's what we did.
Right. Almost
every great franchise that has won championships has had a season or 2 where they fans is in the stands with fucking paper bags on their heads, man.
Right.
But what I'm saying is y'all confusing me understanding it and liking it, bro. I understand that's what's fitting to happen and that's what's going to happen. I still don't like it. I respect it because we can't skip the process. This is the part of it that I don't like as a fan. But remember, I'm going to still recap these games. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to give y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell y'all how I feel, wear my heart on my sleeve.
Tell Sean Marks to give you your 20, man.
I might even be going to games this season. I might even be going to games.
Oh nah. I'm going If I could get up in there, I'm going to games, nigga. The Brooklyn Burger is fire. I ain't turning my back on our food, bro. Like, especially after
tickets gonna be cheap. Tickets gonna be cheap. They're gonna be available. Why not?
Exactly. Right. I'm in there, bro.
Listen, all I'm saying is out of Cooper Flag and Ace seem the most NBA ready to me, bro. And I think if one of them niggas landed here, we not gonna be asked. That's a simple fact. I'll take you to 1 too. But Ace, the fact that Ace going into the draft is gonna be 18, like that shit is insanity. Only 18, and you playing like this?
Yeah,
only 18, and you showing this high level of athletic dominance over your equal competition, and you about to go to Ruckers, and you about to show an elite level of athletic prowess in there. Like realistically, high level athleticism gets you higher in the draft. Realistically, you add that with talent. This shit is to get me number 1.
If that nigga is laying here, bro, Barclays is gonna love Ace, bro. The nigga, he a trash talker. He can back up the shit that the nigga dropped 40 points per game in his sleep. Nigga can back it up. He a trash talker. He gonna talk to the opposition. You know what I'm saying? Just him being here, especially he gonna be playing in Jersey, and then he gonna be playing in Brooklyn.
Breezy, bro. Listen, I think the importance of this year's team, realistically, is the fact that Cam Thomas want to play the 1, and his ascension to being an elite combo guard, being somewhat of an elite combo guard. A starting combo guard that's ready to take on that role is going to be important going into the future. Because I called him at the 1 for a minute, bro, and y'all niggas wanted him to stay at the 2. He himself wanted to play the 1. So I don't know where we going with this.
He wanted to try to play the 1 because everybody kept saying that he can't do shit else. So, you know what I'm saying? In order for him to expand his game, he has to go to the 1. You know what I mean? Because he's already good at scoring the ball. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right. If he could play the 1 decently, like average, like this year, if he showed he could play the 1, nigga, I think our point guard position is solved, my nigga. I'm not even gonna hold you. That if he can show at least an ability like Jamal Murray, we know Jamal Murray. He not like a Ben Simmons or a Chris Paul playmaker, but he has some decency of at least being able to pass the ball. If Cam can turn into that point guard position is solved. And then you get Ace
True.
Stanley or Cooper Flag to complete the wing position, and then you got Clowney and Claxton. Nigga,
Tough.
that
That's
shit
tough.
is going. That's tough. You know how elite our defense already with Claxton. You got length with Clowney, and then you add an Ace Bailey or Cooper to that.
We add Ace Bailey to that. Our front court is
Yeah.
solidified for the next 4 to 5
Yo,
years.
It's a fact.
Solidified.
anybody seen
Solidified.
anything about this dude Nolan?
Mm.
Nolan Tariori? I don't know. He's from
Yeah,
France.
I know. I didn't
Yeah,
see.
I
I
heard
heard
of
about him. I heard about him more than seen him. But what they saying, P?
So I'm reading about him right now. They saying he a taller, more athletic Tony Parker.
Yeah,
And
that's
he
a
got
that's a
this
fair.
and this
That's a fair
latest
investment.
this latest mock draft that I'm looking at got him as the number 2 pick behind Cooper Flag.
It's gonna be up and down, P. It's gonna be up and down. A lot of these niggas,
Now, I never even heard of this
depending by
dude, so
month.
that's why I was just asking y'all. Like, we all talking, Flag, Harper, and Bailey. I never even heard of this Nolan Taraori dude.
Yeah, he from France. Realistically, P. If the rankings of it, I think the top 5 is probably gonna be Nolan Traore, Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, VJ Edgecombe,
Yep.
and possibly if you wanna, I think Dylan Harper in that too. So that's probably like
Yeah, that's what
top
they
5
got them 5
Yep.
in
Right.
order of Flag, the French dude, Harper, Bailey, and Edgecombe.
Right. So that's gonna be the elite draft class right there. Them top 5. I think they're going top 5. Period. After that, it's wraps. Like those are
Yeah.
the top 5. But you got to see my March, cause all of this shit can be changed. Ace Bailey can turn into the number 1 draft pick. We don't know.
Yeah,
Like
we
all
definitely
this
have to
shit might
see
be
how
changed.
they put up, numbers in college and G League Unite or whatever. Yo, Ruckers, man, I want to see them, man. I want to see them play against top teams because with them 2 dudes going to Ruckers, that's gonna be fun to watch, man.
They're gonna create problems. They're
Yeah.
gonna create problems over there.
Listen, Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper playing on the same team. You can witness both. See 2 top 3 draft picks on the same team.
So they got
Like,
comparison for Dylan Harper is a more athletic James Harden, a stronger Kobe White. And then for Ace Bailey, they got T-Mac on steroids.
basically,
All right.
I don't know about on steroids, but
All right.
I see more Paul George and Ace Bailey for real. For real.
Nah, I tell you,
Said
yeah,
T-Mac on steroids.
nah, he has a little bit of Mac.
That's a crazy thing to live
Yeah,
up
that's
to
a
right
crazy.
there, man.
Yeah, because
that's a
he
crazy
catching bodies doing windmills in the air and finishing. You know what I mean? That's why they say that. But I see a little bit of Mac, I see a little bit of KD, and I see a little bit of Paul George. Like he a mix of them 3 dudes.
Bro, you understand, bro? The higher the pick, the more they gotta gas it up, bro, to make the team, the fan base believe that nigga is gonna be exactly that or more.
Listen, I've seen Ace Bailey catching
Don't
blocks
get me
off the
wrong.
perimeter.
I've seen Ace Bailey do
Like,
some incredible things already, bro, and I haven't seen a full game of this young man yet, man. But
listen, you got a
I want to see a game
6'10"
for sure
dude
because I
get
only seen
snatching
2
blocks off the
clips.
perimeter before niggas even get
Hold
their
on.
shot off. He's snatching
if you
blocks.
telling me that if you telling me that his ceiling is Giannis with T-Mac and PG perimeter ability, bro, like I'm sold enough to believe it, but the thing is, it still gotta happen.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I just want to let y'all know we discussing whether or not we're gonna, follow up on the Rucker basketball. But Coach Ed Gladney, Amazing World of Sport, actually does do that. So if y'all want to follow some content about Ruckers basketball immediately, y'all could tap into his page on YouTube. He might even be a guest on your show, P. You know what I'm saying? Somebody dope. He talk football and basketball. Coach Ed Gladney, reach out to P. He got a podcast called The Kitchen Sink. You'll see it scrolling across the bottom in a few moments. Definitely talking basketball. I'm gonna definitely try to cover the Ruckers basketball. But yeah, man, I want to see these players play. You know what I mean? What is the Ruckers schedule look like? How many games are we going to actually get to see? Do they play like a good 20 to 30 games?
Yeah, it's like 30 games, 32 games.
Yeah, I want to see how they impact their team. What they playing winning basketball last season? Ruckers basketball.
Nah, not really. They in the
Hell
Big
no.
Ten because they moved from the conferences. You know, is all crazy right now. So they no longer in the Eastern Conference. They in the Big Ten now. So they playing teams like Indiana, Michigan, Ohio State, Maryland.
Right. And Duke
It's
is
not
gonna
the
be Duke.
it's not the best competition, but it's decent competition. I would
Yo,
have liked
and
to
not
see them
only
go to a school playing in maybe a conference like the Big East or the SEC or the ACC or something like that. But we'll see.
yeah, and
So
not
what
only that,
conference is
Duke,
Ruckers in? What conference is Ruckers in?
The Big Ten.
the Big Ten.
That's more of a
Okay, so
football conference.
out of all the conferences, where do they fit in with the big boys? Pause.
They like middle of the pack because they more of a football conference than a basketball conference. You got to think about the demographic, the area. You're talking Northeast, Midwest type teams, and that's more football teams because football weather.
Right, absolutely, absolutely.
But
Nah, like I want to see. I want to see how not only do they look individually, but I want to see how they play together because to me, I think a big thing that you want to see from younger players is how they play with another star. Because guess what? In today's NBA, every team, you got to have 2 stars minimum to be competitive. So this is going to show early to see if one of them or both of them has the ability to gel with another star.
especially I think Iceman's point, if Cam Thomas can play good at point guard, how would he and Ace Bailey mesh together? How would because Cam is he can light it up too, get you 40 or 30. So both niggas that can light it up, you gotta see how they match up, how they mesh together. Kind of like with even though they play styles is not similar. Cause when Kyrie went to Dallas, I was wondering how them niggas was gonna mesh. Cause they both need the ball in their hands. But in terms of Ace Bailey and how Cam Thomas, if he's still here, gonna work, I think they could complement each other if Cam Thomas works more on the playmaking end. But I mean, I think as much as we need fit, and I understand that, I always say you got to go with the best player. Like
Now, when you drafting
to
early in
me,
the draft, you got to go with talent.
right?
Talent over
That's
fit.
word, because I mean that's like having Jordan on the board, and you need a center, but Jordan is on the board. You know what
Yo,
I'm
they
saying?
did
Like,
that though. Portland did that.
right?
Portland did
You
that.
see
They
what
took
you
Sam
see what
Bowie.
that got them?
Yeah, they took
Exactly.
Sam Bowie instead of Jordan because they couldn't see the vision of matching Jordan and Drexler together. And imagine if they would have did that.
Exactly. So
Overkill.
you see the mistake right
You
there.
gotta
Like
go talent over
you
fit.
going with the
Unless,
talent, right?
unless, unless, like I was saying earlier, the only way, let's say San Antonio end up with the number 1 pick again.
Hmm.
I wouldn't take Cooper Flag if I was them because you already got Wemby. I would go with a dude like Harper or the French dude because you need a point guard to go with Wemby. So
Right,
that's the only
exactly.
way that I would go with fit over. Because like Orlando, I had said this earlier. Orlando did the same thing. They took Shaq in '92, and then '93 they had a chance to take Weber. Instead of taking Weber, having 2 dominant big dudes, let's go get Penny Hardaway and some more draft picks and do it that way. That's the only time that I think if you got an early pick in the draft, you go with fit over talent. If you already got your generational talent in that draft before.
Exactly. I agree. But as for us, you have to go with the best talent because we need help in all
Always.
areas. But if you get Ace Bailey who can play the wing, I think you can sometimes play him at the two. You got something right there. You already got somebody that you got your generational talent. So let's say next year or whatever, you try to get AJ or Cameron Boozer or something like that. You already got Ace. So now, if you tank again, which I don't think we should, I think we realistically a playing team around that year. But if you do want to take again, you could possibly pick a Boozer or AJ because you already got your three and ace. Cameron Boozer can probably be your 4 or 5 depending, and AJ can possibly be your PG. So you already got niggas there that you can match up with and do certain things with. But as of now, we need best talent. Period. Like
Yeah.
the fit shit is done. Like we don't need the best fit. And if you can get Ace or Cooper, then I mean, sky's the limit. Or either 5 of them niggas. I think even if we got VJ Edgecombe, he gon' that nigga is
He's tough.
Anthony Edwards. He is tough. That
Yeah.
he reminds me a lot of Edwards. He reminds me a lot of Anthony Edwards, just
And
taller.
he get the D Wade comp though. That shit is wild.
Right.
Yo,
Dwayne Wade comp, like
yeah.
he
But
got. I don't know if y'all seen him in the Bahamas. That nigga got bounced,
I seen that.
like
I've been
bounce,
watching.
bounce.
He
Yeah,
all
like
he got the see with him, and I noticed when I've been watching, he has the defensive IQ on ball, off ball. It don't matter where you put him on the floor. He's locked in. You know what I mean? He's locked in
right,
defensively. He already has that high IQ for defense. So I see why they would say that. And then offensively, like you talking about his bounce, that's wild crazy because he tried to end that dude life, bro. Like
right. Like
yo,
I'm telling y'all thought the 2020 y'all thought the Wimby draft was good, bro. There's so many people in here that if you at least get a lottery pick, one of these niggas can change your team. Like it is actually insane how much talent it is in this draft. And to make it better, we got at least 4 picks that can end up in the lottery, or you can use to even complement the pick that you get. Like if you get an Ace Bailey or Cooper Flag or whatever the case may be, f- forget if the Knicks is playoffs, whatever they make the playoffs, whatever. Even if you still got the Knicks pick, you can get somebody at 20, 22, 23 that can complement Ace or Cooper, and you can go from there. Like just having or you can package them up to get another lottery pick. Package those picks up, get another lottery pick, whatever the case may be. But
it's
I mean,
tough.
you got options, man. You
These
got
dudes,
options.
these dudes is nice. Like they nice. Like I like they said. I was reading a lot of comments. It said that Ace could play in the NBA right now, and I think VJ is another one. Like you know what I'm saying, like right there. Like his game is like almost enough. He playing with NBA players right now in the Bahamas, but it's almost right there. So I'm like, damn. Like 1 year at college, they about to torch. They about to torture these college folks when they get in there. 'Cause it almost seems unfair. You know what I mean? What type of
Yeah,
talent level they have.
yeah, no, I'm excited to see it. I think the more we have these conversations, the more we know what to expect from these players. And from what I'm seeing too is you got Bill Johnson. He pulled up. He said, "Newsflash, we got this new slogan talking about we evolve." But then you got the chat saying we should tank 2 seasons in a row to get who we really want. I'm undecided and I'm unsure which way we're gonna go. All I know is Cam Thomas fitting the average like 30. And I like the way Clowney spreads the floor with Clax on the floor at the same time. So I'll say this, that this team has a lot of upside and potential. And if we are quote unquote rebuilding, if this is the base of what we rebuilding from, I think we be in contention in about 2-3 seasons, bro. Uh,
I agree. I think
Coach,
every
did
team
you
got
link
to get a
ready?
starter.
They go to link right there, Coach.
Yeah, basically. Because this is like the perfect time to tank with the way this draft and the next draft is. It's wild crazy. Like
Exactly.
the
Because
Nets.
that super team shit is done. Like they not making them super teams. All that shit is done. From what I'm seeing of the CBA, they want teams to build organically. So this is what we gonna have to do. And every team that contends, you need a star. You seen it in the playoffs. You seen what Edwards did with Minnesota. You seen what Luca and Kyrie did for Dallas. You seen what Shea did for OKC. You seen what Tatum and Brown did for Boston. You seen last year what Jokic did and Murray did. You seen even the last year when Golden State won, they got Steph. You know what I'm saying? You need stars to contend in this league. And all of these dudes that I mentioned, besides Shea and besides Kyrie, these niggas got through the draft. So we have no choice but to build organically. Maybe these guys may hit, maybe they may not. But it's better that than the free agency route where most of these dudes re-signed anyway. Cade re-signed, Paul George went to Philly, Brandon Ingram, I don't know about him. Now, most of these dudes is re-signing. So realistically, the 2025 free agency options is getting lower and lower and lower and lower. LeBron just re-signed. Not that we was getting him, but I mean, what choice do you have now except rebuilding and going organically and going through the draft?
Right.
Donovan just re-signed.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, no, no,
it's a
I
wrap.
agree. I totally agree. If we would had to choose between building with draft picks or focus on free agency, I'm gonna go with the drafts. I just don't like it. You know, I agree with it. I know that this is the process, but I ain't gotta like it. You know what I mean? It's like medicine. You know what I'm saying?
I
Um,
agree.
it is what it is. But at the end of the day, if you could build one of these teams with these rookie scale contracts, because that's what also will be happening, but it's what we paying these players. You will have room
Right.
to bring in a veteran and do X, Y, and Z. With it just with all of this talent around them. You know what I mean? Notoriously, Sean Marks did good in the first round. I would like to think that it don't have to be the top three that we still, like y'all say, can get talent with the Bucks pick and the Knicks pick. And that's because of what he did with the Sean Marks did with the draft thus far. But yeah, I am interested to see what direction he'll go get into a top three pick. But it is what it is, man. I'm finna close out soon, but I'm gonna be back soon, probably later tonight. I wanted to say happy 4th of July to everybody. We 2 hours in. Hopefully everybody subscribing to the page. I'll stay if Coach pulls up, but because I definitely want to hear his commentary towards Ace Bailey and Cooper Flag. That's who going to Ruckus? Ace Bailey and Cooper Flag?
Ace Bailey and
Yeah. Ace
And
Bailey
Dylan Harper.
and Dylan Harper, yeah.
Cooper Flag going to Duke. Yup.
Yeah. And that
Okay.
that roster is loaded. It ain't just Cooper Flag there. You
yeah,
got
that's
Isaiah Evans. You got Isaiah Evans, 6'8" shooting guard. You got the big man from Africa or South
true.
Sudan.
Yeah,
Common. That roster is stacked. Most of those dudes that's playing with Cooper is going to be in the lottery.
yeah,
So please look out for Duke too.
yeah,
Like don't let, that team is stacked.
yeah. I
Hella
think
stacked.
3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 is in the draft and coming out of Duke. It's like
Exactly.
wow.
Right, that's what I was saying about those prestige schools. You know, not to say that other schools are not noticed, but for just that very thing, where you can have multiple players on one team coming off in the draft. Remember, it's only 60 players, so they got 2, 3 players. That's kind of dominating. You know what I'm saying? School, as far as prestige and the looks they get, being what they bring to basketball, college basketball. Um, all right, we did get Coach Ed with us to talk ball with us. Yes, indeed. Yes, sir. Before we get into asking Coach any questions, just give us a quick commercial, Coach. Yeah, what you got going on your page, and then talk to us about Rutgers basketball, please.
No, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me on. You guys can hear me, right? Just want to make sure because I was
Yeah,
having
yeah.
problems.
Yeah, clearly too.
Yeah, we hear you.
That's good. Thanks. Breezy, I'm always on here doing something. I'm on the Full Court Press show tonight, talking to WNBA. Tomorrow, I got my another episode of Coach Ed Gladney's Reading the Tax sports show, where I talk, give you my perspective from my vast years of experience as a coach, covering many different sports. So it could be anything: football, basketball, boxing, the Olympics. Just whatever I'm in the mood for. Saturday, I'm gonna be with my man Philly Halftime. We do the halftime coaching adjustment show. Two old farts who sit back and we're older guys and we talk sports, but we don't just talk sports, we talk life. It doesn't matter if it's love, family, whatever it is, gaming, whatever it is, we just talk our experiences in life. And then next week, another I do my reading attack Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and then Tuesdays, the prime time is Heart of the City with my boy NYG, also known as Popular Opinion Sports. That's my brother from another. So we get down talking about all sports. Even go at it because he's the Nets fan and I'm the Knicks fan. So but it's all love. So it's a good thing. So always trying to keep myself busy, man. So in terms of Ruckers, man, what can I say? You guys were talking about them last year not making the NCAAs. They didn't. That is correct. But the prior few years, they were in the NCAAs. COVID also knocked them out. They also would have been in three straight NCAA tournaments. Coach Pike has done a great job in rebuilding this program because when Eddie Jordan was here, even though he's a former alumni, played at with the glory years with Ruckers back in the 70s, making the Final Fours, leading the team. He didn't do a good job here in terms of recruiting and building this program the right way, especially when the transition into the Big Ten from the old Big East slash AAC leagues. So he was out of here. Coach Pike has been here. I think this is going on 8 years. I believe it's 8 years, but it was tough in the beginning, but he's done a great job. He builds a lot of his foundation on defense. If you watch Rutgers over the years, you're going to see some of the top defensive play in the country. Most years they're going to be in the top 15 in the country. I believe one year they were in the top five. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. They were that elite. But last year is a transition year. You also lost a lot of guys who left. Cliff Omuri, who actually transferred to, uh, I believe he went to Arkansas. Mowat Mag, he went out to San Diego State. These are also fifth year super seniors. So if they didn't have the super senior year, they would have graduated and they would have moved on to the pros anyway. What you call it, went overseas to the pros. I forgot his name. But again, they lost from last year's team about 8 guys, 8 or 9 guys. But they also brought in, like you guys were talking about, Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey. They also have other guys, Dortch. Bryce Dortch is about 6'11", very athletic, almost in the similar mode of Ace Bailey, but he's just not a three-level scorer like Ace Bailey is. But he's very athletic. He's good on the defensive end. Lathan Somerville, who's a 6'9", 6'10", big body center. But he's a scorer. He has very great moves. He just has to knock off some of that baby fat and refine his footwork. There are times that he kind of reminds me with some of the moves, in a sense of some of the old Akeem Olajuwon moves with his footwork. So but Pike has done a good job. You bring back Jamichael Davis from last year. It was a freshman. He's actually one of Ace Bailey's teammates in high school and one of his good friends. So that was also a good get for Rutgers last year to get Ace Bailey here along with Dylan Harper. Um, but who am I forgetting? I'm forgetting. Coach also did a great job in the transfer portal. Zach Martini, who came over from Princeton. He's a small five, more of a power forward, about 6'7". He played at Princeton, So if you play at Princeton, you're fundamentally sound and very smart. He brought a shooter from San Diego, and he brought the NEC Player of the Year over from, I believe it was from Bryant, but he's the Jersey boy. He's literally probably 20 minutes from Ruckers in Colonia, New Jersey. He can play. He can play both sides of the ball. So he Coach Pike has done a good job. The thing is, these guys meshing now. Right now, oh, you also bought Acuff from Eastern Michigan, who averaged 22 points, 22.7 points per game last year. He's a volume scorer though, so so his efficiency needs to be worked on. Now he actually just fractured his foot last week, so he's going to be out until the start of training camp, so which is September. Same thing with Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper actually had knee surgery, but he actually could have had it during his high school year to get ready for the season. But he wanted to win a state championship in Jersey, which he accomplished. So he just put it off. But he's a better player than what his dad was at Miami of Ohio, and of course his brother Ron Harper Jr., who was in Toronto's camp the past 2 years, but I think he's a free agent because he also was out on injury. But Dylan, when I say he has a great tenacity, he went up against the Wagner boy from Camden, and they went at it toe for toe earlier. Was it the year before last, I believe, at King Cougar Pride, my school, in a nationally televised game. And Dylan was, doing his thing, even though Cam didn't end up winning the last moment. Dylan was showing his wear and tear, his handles, how he attacks the paint, attacks the rim. He can hit the three. He's a left-handed player, so that also is to his advantage, especially defensively, because most guys, initially defend the right-handed player. So, but he can take it either way, left-handed, right-handed. He's well-rounded. He's smart. If he's playing the lead guard, he'll make sure whoever he's getting the ball to is in the right position so that they can be successful. You guys hit on Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey is 3 levels. Down at McKeithren, down in Georgia, he was doing his thing. He went up against Dylan before, went up against Cooper Flag, and did his thing against both. So, but
Okay, that's what's up.
yeah. So I mean, the thing with Ace, I'm going to say, and you guys can go to Rutgers men's basketball. You'll see a lot of highlights, a lot of clips that they're doing right now in training camp. The thing with Ace, though, I'm going to
Hold on, hold
say,
on, hold on. How true? Hold on. To add to that, I heard they play. I think sometime soon at Rutgers. You can see Ace Bailey. I think Iceman sent me the link about something about him playing the 18th, July 18th. I think he said
I have to double check that. I don't know because now you're talking about NCAA regulations. Now if you're talking about it's an open gym for the fans to come in and watch practice, that's a different story. But if you're talking about a game, I don't believe it's a game. I think it's more of a I don't know if it's more of an open practice or like the Midnight Madness type of thing. I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but I'll double check. I'll just to be sure. So, but yeah, if you guys want to go down to the Trapezoid of Terror down in Piscataway, it's a small stadium. It holds about 8,000 fans when it's packed. But if you ever go there when it's packed, the stadium rocks. That's what Rutgers used to their advantage when they defeated Purdue back when Purdue was number one. But yeah, when you look at it as like this is a basketball stadium. It looks like almost like a little trapezoid box. If you understand what I'm talking about, you'll get it. But when you go in, you'll see how cozy it is, and how pretty much you're on top of the court, and then the angle of the seats going up. It really let the fans be involved in the game. So, but Ace Bailey, though, I'm going to say again, one thing I hope he does, especially during the summer, is gain some strength and some weight. Because in the Big Ten, he is going to go up against some grown men, and they're going to try and push him around. So, but his athleticism will help him. And Coach Pike is adjusting the offense to be a little bit more open and attacking. but he's still basing his foundation on defense, and I think that's some of the things that's going to help them to transition to the NBA, because once you have that foundation in terms of defense, it's going to help, because that's also one thing about Ace. If he can get deflections, get out on the wing, man, them alley oops and him attacking the rim, it's a thing of beauty.
Okay, so he could play with pace and he plays
Hmm.
fast. That's good to
Hmm.
know. That's
Yes, he
good to know.
does. He can play. He can play in his offensive system. In the offensive system, yeah, it's a little bit freer. But if you get him into the right system, he can play off of screens. He can hit the J's. He has to work on it, but yeah, he can play in any system. That him and Dylan can play in any system, man.
Yo, now I'm excited to see this, man. The sooner the better. I mean, the closest thing we got is the summer league, which starts next Friday.
Hmm.
I'm up for that. You gonna cover any of the summer league before we get up out of here?
I was planning on taking a look, because I was looking at it, because that was something that I was thinking about talking about. I know you got they got the three different ones. I think one in what's this, California. I think it's in Sacramento. I think there's two of them there before you get to and there's Utah and then Vegas. So I was looking at the schedule to see, which ones I want to cover. I know the Sacramento, they have like 4 teams plus the Chinese national team. So I was just like, maybe I'll check it out. I think Sacramento and Golden State are part of it. But again, I'm going to at least try and do one game out of all of them. So, but I definitely want to see what you guys are doing. Of course, I want to see what my Knicks are doing. So, and some of the other teams, but that's the main one in Vegas. So I think everyone's there at Vegas. So I at least want to cover one in Vegas.
All right, that's what's up. Again, man, don't be a stranger, man. Pull up to the panel more.
No, you
Harlem.
got it whenever I can. I'm gonna be here, Breezy, whenever I can. I just saw you guys were on, and whenever I can, even if y'all are late, sometimes I just tap in and show you a little love, like you do me, bro. It's nothing but love and respect. We may be fans of opposite teams, but you know what? In the end, I'm sorry. It's still representing the New York, the tri-state area, and that's what I'm about, man. I'm about the tri-state area because this is where the best sports fans in the world are. And the world can hate on us, but I don't give two shits, man. We are the best, period. We are most passionate for our teams, but we are the most intelligent, and we bring it to whoever it is. So yeah, I'm gonna always be here and show you nothing but love and respect, because you've done the same with me, bro.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. We early in the season, y'all can see we love basketball. Appreciate y'all subbing up to me, Coach Page, Iceman coming with a podcast soon. We're gonna be back with content pretty soon. You guys stay safe today. Enjoy the fourths. And again, stay safe, man. Enjoy the weather and have a good day. I'm gonna try to be back tonight, but if not, enjoy the holiday. We'll be back soon. All right, y'all. Peace.
All right, peace.